to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't believe. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats Best FM.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, brother. Come along, Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. out to the eyes of level. Better know. So we just burn them evil concept because we say that is a destruction to the humanity. So me I say, better know. Wanna watch it now? Hey, check this, check. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want fit on it in a cowboy town. Wanna look and know. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want fit on it in a dead man town. Wanna look and know. Mr. John Jacob and John Brown. We no want no more than in a town. Mr. Happy got so lucky, trigger happy out. We no want no more dead body. Well, Mr. Joe kill quick. We no want no more hit. We no want no more grave. We no want no more casket. Well, life we promote, which is righteousness. Saddam get a lick. We no look and know. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want to turn it in a cowboy town. We no look and know. Bloody city, bloody town, or turn it in a rude boy town. We no look and know. Them a tell me how them call. Big 45 we shoot out them brother mole. No fuss at them cold like up at the North Pole. So them shoot down the hung, shoot down the hole, shoot down the puss and all the dog and the fall. Every weekend them take a next payroll. Out a man pocket them shoot out bill fall. This Marcus yapping no feather figure roll. Look at now, Jaja City, Jaja Town, them have it on it in a cowboy town. Look at now, Jaja City, Jaja Town, them have it on it in a dead man town. Them think them reach the ultimate, yo, but them no reach nowhere yet. Them get caught in the internet. Of society, I tell me them my intellect, them promote too much dead. Look at now, Jaja City, Jaja Town, them a turn it in a bad man town. Look at now, Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want to turn it in a cowboy town. Marcus Garvey said, 10 miles out of the city. It a go get to Smitty. One Mr. John amigo, one Miss Smitty. One all the shot amigo, one all the hitty. No for say them kill man without pity. Wrong kind of sip me, I'll go catch them a sippy. Chew them, licky them sicky. Rastafari, judgment, we slew all. Yo, Jaja City, Jaja Town, them not on it in a cowboy town. Look at her, bloody city, bloody town. Turn it in a rude boy town. Send me go chat down in the east. Tell them to hold the peace. We don't want no more.
Yes, good morning. And you're welcome to the program today. And today is the 20th of July, Wednesday. And that a Capleton. Capleton I sing some many years ago about Cowboy Town, Jaja City. And I assume he was singing about Kingston that time, but it apply all over the place, all over the island. Montego Bay. In the heights of traffic. Matter of fact, in a traffic jam. 2 licensed gunslinger backed by the vendors of the permits. The firearm license authority who is the vendors of the permits. Because that them a sell permit. Sell gun permit. There's 2 licensed gunslinger exercise them privilege to right of way. You know, when you have the right of way upon a roadway or even in a passage or even in a track. The right of way is you supposed to go through first because you did enter the track first. Or you did enter the bridge where can't take 2 vehicles past one another. You enter it first, therefore there are people will come up to the bridge and say already in the bridge. So they stop and allow you through, but all the while some of them come down upon you after you enter the bridge first. You enter the narrow roadway first. Or you enter the narrow track first so you can't get 2 people a pass. Them a come down upon you. But when you have licensed firearm in Jamaica, you have the right of way. So the 2 of them buck up in a traffic buck up in the traffic and the two of them have license gun and don't know, so the other one have license gun. And the firearm license authority give them privilege to carry them gun and them exercise them privilege. In a broad daylight in the middle day in a traffic. And there's several minutes of gunfight. Several minutes of gunfight. In the middle traffic with hundreds of cars jam up and people have here dodge all about. And gunman, the two licensed gunman, a dodge one another and a go around and a circle and a hide behind car. A hide behind car. It's a long time when I see them think they're Jamaica. Although we see all kind of murder and terrorism. I was in a horse and buggy days, me remember. I wasn't there, but we do remember things that happened when we weren't there. Remember, I in a tombstone where place named Lackover in St. Elizabeth. In those time in the 1700, two white man, was the Englishman, buck up. White man buck up in the middle road, a Lackover, on the side to fight it out and shoot it out. Same way like the man in my BJS there. 300 years ago. And eventually the legend is that the two of them wound one another and the two of them dead. And you see two tombstones in them right on the road, right at the side of the road in a Lackover, tombstone when you pass through Lackover, after you pass Santa Cruz going towards Bamboo, Alan Bamboo. Right at the gas station side, the two big tombstones, them paint them white. Sometimes them put them paint all Jamaica flag on them, although them was there hundreds of years before the fraudulent independence of Jamaica produced a flag. That was horse and buggy days. Now it's horse and buggery days. Horse and buggery days, you know. And that still a going. Well, otherwise from that we hear a more encouraging news. The same licensed firearm holder driving through Kingston in one of the more rich people residence part of Kingston. I see in front of him 2 man on bike, 2 robber, 2 bandit lick down a woman and a drag her and a drag with her back from her. So him drive up on them when the woman lick down on the sidewalk and them a drag with her things from her. Him drive up on them and shot one, him lay down on the sidewalk. Him lay down on the sidewalk, the other one run gone in our apartment or in our compound. Whether it's a one house, yard, or it's a apartment building. You know the golden triangle, that more encouraging, say. A man come rescue an individual, a lady, after rob a gangster. A robber and probably I go kill her too when I'm done. Right now the Golden Triangle, the most expensive part of residence in a Kingston. In a broad daylight. But talking about Golden Triangle, another of the same Golden Triangle seemed to be shaping up Thursday coming. Well, the triangle wasn't really a Golden Triangle in Oregon. It was a gold, silver, and bronze triangle. Another one seemed to be shaping up as we expect. Coming Thursday, a rest day today at the World Championships in Track and Field Athletics. World Championship, rest day today. No, it's not a rest day. There are activities today, but a day of rest for those competing in the 200 meters, both male and female. So after the 3 Jamaican ladies them go through and reach the finals fairly easily, but riskily in the case of Elaine Thompson. Easily but easing up, you know. It's a kind of style for sure, say you're easy or you feel like you're safe, you get in, you just ease up. Not wise at all, because little did she know and little did she see that behind the girl beside her who she ease up and allow to come first. Behind the girl, out of sight, shielded by that girl, was her next girl. Elaine Thompson hardly knows a third she come. She feel like a second she come. And the race so close and them closing upon her. In the closing part of the race, so our judgment impaired. And Sherika Jackson learned that lesson last year at the Olympics, and it's fresh in our mind. But Elaine Thompson wanting to save herself for the bigger day Thursday, make her same for bad judgment, but she still get through because the race was very fast, and she become one of the fastest third place runners, and therefore get in. She become the fastest third place runner. She get in. But talking about golden triangle, maybe there's a golden quadrangle coming up after the female relay, after the female 200 meters. The same squad of runners, sprinters, 100 and 200 meters runners, along with 3 more top sprinters from Jamaica, younger ladies, younger girls, are likely to compete in the 4x100 relay female, and they usually get the baton around safely and quickly. Them usually do. One time at the height of them thing, I think it was it the 2008 Olympics or some World Championship shortly after, having probably the 4 top female sprinters in the world. The baton, there was a pull up in the baton. Eileen. What's her name again, man? Eileen, who used to run. Capleton's sister. I try to remember her last name. Eileen Bailey, I think. Bailey? Eileen, or a Capleton name. No, Capleton name Bailey. Name Bailey? Capleton's sister, though. Eileen, I think a Bailey, she name. Eileen. Yes, having 4 or 5 of the top sprinters in the world. There was a mishap that frequently take place in relays. And the baton drop. In relay, the baton, the main things humbug them, the baton usually drop. In humbugs, the baton either drop or the baton was fumbled between the two and slow down the whole team. Or one runway leave. One way runway and them no get to pass the baton in the box. By the time them catch up the other person out of the box. Those kind of things happen really. The 3 main causes of losing relay when you are the fastest team. I remember when the United States, now one of them world champs with the same lady Jones, what's her name? Something like that, Jones. She was a top sprinter for years. Later she was found to be guilty of drug taking. And United States lose all some relay and some first place where she get and hold up a record. But at one time, I think it was I don't remember. I think it was either 2004 or 2008. When was it? That them are run on United States feel like them are win, and I think the same woman Jones a bad pass between I think it's 2008 because I'm almost sure Sharon Simpson was the runner where pressure them and make them foul up themselves. And people say, boy, it's a pity United States did foul up them relay pass because it never feel good for win if the United States never in it. They was in it, and then as we cause them for foul up. Pressure. As Asafa Powell always quote the quotation, say pressure bust pipe. So we bust them pipe. Like whalers that say, you bust them shot right now. So that is part of the game. When you cause the next team for foul up, it's beat them. Like when you cause a goalie and 2 defense player in a football for foul up and do foolishness and you score a goal. You know, make no excuse, say, boy, it's a pity, say them did foul up because he did want to get a clean shot and make the goalie get a chance to save. Idiot argument, them. Anyway. Jamaica generally is a crime scene. I could play our next piece of music because this one name along came Jones. Just like how the man come along in the golden triangle and buck up in the robbery. And him put a stop to the robbery. We have a music name along came Jones. Yeah, man, there's a whole tradition in the United States entertainment and a comic tradition and movie. Especially personified by an actor named Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper was a tall guy where the woman them like kind of good looking and quiet, and them some kind of man with enough woman like good looking and quiet, and so them call them the strong, silent type. Them not talk much, but them strong. But in the movie, them him always come along and save some woman at the last minute, and him talk slow and him walk slow, but him come along just in time. So them did make some black American did make a music about that, you know, say every drama them I see at the same situation where somebody will go get dead or some tragedy will go on, and then along came this hero. And all the while, Gary Cooper did him star a movie where him carry that name, Jones. Quiet guy who always save some situation named Jones that talk slow and walk slow, but him always reach just in time. I go here from the coasters from about 1957 or 58. I tell you about along came Jones like how along came that licensed firearm holder and save the woman. I go hear it. And I tell you the story. Every TV station in town, I see him story and I see him drama them. Till it kind of get boring, say along came Jones all the while and save the day. But it's great when Jones can come along. Let's hear it. Along came Jones. As a coasters, a black American singing group from in the 50s, they will usually do some very humorous music about serious situation, you know? Serious situation. Like yakety yak. Clean up the place and don't come back. Yeah, so talking about this so-called independence and so-called 60 years and celebration of great things. The poppy show and a mockery and a fraud. And the main contribution of the Rastafari movement was to point out that from in the 1930s. That is what the Rastafari movement came to do, not as a religion. Rastafari movement never come as a religion, yet people free for form a religion if they want to, of course. So the part of the Rastafari movement is a religious movement, but just a part. But the real motive was to come and demonstrate to the people that we are not British. That's what the main thing of the Rastafari movement went right up now. An awareness, it was not a religion, but an awareness that we are not British, not Jamaican, and we are not branded. We are not part of your Jamaica brand. The brand in Jamaica go a long time, you know. The Spanish come here and capture it and them brand Jamaica because them come here to make some money out of Jamaica. So them brand Jamaica. The best sugar coming out of Jamaica, buy it for the best price. And the best rum, the Spanish. With the use of African prisoners of war. Prisoners them are use and make them thing and brand it. A long time brand Jamaica go on from the time of the Spanish. And then the British come here 150 years later and capture Jamaica from the Spanish in 1655. And brand it now as a British brand, Jamaica, brand Jamaica. Same thing, again, sugar and rum and lumber, logwood and all kind of different spice and pineapple. I just saw them come find pineapple and brand Jamaica. Look upon the coat of arms. The coat of arms is a farmer brand. Coat of arms for nation is a brand. Just like how the coat of arms originally was an emblem where families get rich and big family where have gun and sword. And a coat of arms was a permission that you can have a whole heap of arms in your house. That's what a coat of arms is. Permission to rich family, showing say them can have a whole heap of arms in them house. Because the government have them there, just like now. Don't permit everybody if you have no high power arms in them house. You can have a dagger on your side. But you know, if you have no sword and no spear and no javelin and no crossbow, you know, if you have that, one of rich people must have that. And rich people build big house with place underneath in them house where them store the whole of the arms and them have whole heap of servant. And when in the trouble come upon rich people, them send out in the village, everybody in the village have to come at them house and them hand out weapon to them servant. Because them own all the land round and about them house. Them are the landlord for the whole area. The villager don't have no arms. And if any trouble are going for the landlord, them send call you must come and serve in them army when you go to the big great house. That's why it is a great house. Because it built up on 3-story. Bottom floor underneath having dungeon of prisoner. Because all rich man always have prisoner in them house. Rich people and landowner always have prison in them house. So dungeon in the bottom. Part of the bottom floor, the cellar underneath have been dungeon. And part of it have been accommodation for the for the workers them and the workers and them army. So the gang them family. See like what you say the gang them stay. It's gangsters, them old time landowner and lords. It's gangsters. So they underneath them house, as I said, them have dungeon for torture people and for keep people in prison. And them have big place for the gangster them for the friars them sleep at night time. And place for the horse them stay and place for the hay and the grass pile up for feed the horse. And place for them eat on some long bench and long table. Only for soldier I eat and them send free liquor down they go give them that the soldier feel glad for bear arms for the rich people, just like how the little gangster feel glad for the amongst the big gangster and get free liquor and free food. It's not free neither because I'm work for it. You have to kill people for that. You have to kill people for the gangster give you liquor. So it's not no free liquor. And you rob place and carry go get the gangster. You understand, man? The gangster prostitute out to man and out of the prostitution money, the big money, them get a soda for drink. Let's get back to the telephone. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, morning, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
Why me there? Why you enlighten me this morning, car? The barn and grow a lot over, you know. I never know that the two tomb did the fire, you know.
You never know say it name Tombstone. Never know say place name
Yeah,
Tombstone.
man, then me no know say tombstone, but me never know say that's why it's there.
Yeah, then when you hear it name Tombstone, you never ask who for tomb.
I want to tell you, say, I think me hear say I want man and my horse buried there.
Then why them would have buried the ass in a big tomb?
Well, I don't know, no, Jerry, that me come here, cause me I tell you, them me born and grow a lot over there.
Well, you born and go, how old is now?
Me about 60 now, man.
And you never hear that story? Wow.
You hear what you said this morning?
You never hear that before?
No, sir, me only hear say a man and a horse buried there, that me I tell you.
No,
But me never know say a shootout between two buggy man.
Then between who?
The buggy man them what you say.
And not really buggy man. A buggy them driving, a rich people have buggy, and the driver drive the buggy and sit down in the back, the carrot, the little small carriage in the back.
Yeah. Me hear say a man and his horse dead and buried there.
Then why them would have left it in the middle road and not move it if a horse?
Well, I don't know, Jerry. Me I tell you say that me hear, you know.
Yeah, me know, say, yes. But anyway, it's two boy, them say fight out duel.
Yeah, man, me know two place for me, I them me born and growing up, right high school, I lock over there, so me come from them right in the center, I lock over there, so, you know.
All right, you can ask most people around the place and see if you get any, because you know, if you swallow anything, me say, you know, check out and find out if you find anything. Now, some people start a rumor, say, is a woman, I keep up gas. I wouldn't let go get.
That too, you know.
All them that idiot argument. All the while people put out idiot argument for ton people like. Yeah, how she wanna have two too.
Like impact, I want to pass gas and I hold it up.
Yes, and she dead.
And it kill her.
Yes, and what to the other tomb? Who in the other tomb?
Well, me no know. Well, me I tell you now. You see next part, me hear say the man and his horse there.
But the woman with the pass gas now, she wanna have two tomb?
Well, me no know, Jerry. Me no know. Me only I tell you that a two part me here. Me hear
all right,
about the horse
okay.
and the man.
I understand. Well, I saw a whole heap of story and full argument built up over the years about all different kind of thing in every country and in every culture. Yeah. White people, black people, yellow people, red people.
But right, you know, you are nearest one of me here, cause you know, you ask the buggy and the man there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so bless up yourself for enlightenment.
All right, thanks. Yeah, man, when the Spanish did capture Jamaica, you hear me?
Yeah.
When the Spanish capture Jamaica, then call it La Covia.
Oh.
Spanish word. So when the English capture Jamaica from the Spanish now and two of them are fight out and dead, them get named Tombstone with an English name.
Okay.
All right, Santa Cruz now. Or which language that?
Santa Cruz. That now that one sound more like English.
Santa Cruz, then what Santa mean?
Oh, Santa, no Santa Claus thing.
No. Santa no mean Santa Claus coming from the same language, but that is not English. All right, Cruz. Where Cruz mean in English?
Cruz. No like your cruise from a vehicle or something.
No. A C-R-U-Z, that are not cruise. Cruise in a vehicle, C-R-U-I-S-E. Cruz is a Spanish, Santa Cruz is a Spanish name. So when the Spanish is there, so them build up Santa Cruz.
All right.
But Santa mean holy.
Okay, yeah.
And Cruz mean cross.
Okay.
So Santa Cruz mean holy cross. In other words, which part them did find the cross where Jesus crucified upon. So you have place named Santa Cruz all over the world where entire Roman Catholic have a country, they always name one of them cities Santa Cruz. I just them find cross.
All right, bless you.
So Santa Claus now, Santa Claus means saint. Santa means saint or holy. Saint, the word saint means holy same way, holy.
Yeah.
So Santa Claus was a guy where them build up stories say him bring things come give at Christmas and give all picnic free give. So then call him Saint Nicholas, but Claus are short for Nicholas.
All right.
That's the next Spanish name. Anyway, it only show you say the Spanish did there first and capture Jamaica. And then the British had a bigger rapist come capture Jamaica from the Spanish.
Yeah, condolence to Merciless family, yeah?
Merciless the DJ. Him did have a next name before,
Okay.
I changed him name and call himself Merciless, I think him the name Bounty Hunter. I don't sure. I think him the name Bounty Hunter, I don't sure, but them have a conflict. I have one bounty killer and one bounty hunter. A little more call himself Merciless. But him look different from when me know him. Me know him from about say in the early 90s. Him look different. You remember one time him all did make a journey in our private plane? Probably you don't remember about that. All right. Them numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473, 2798473. So one time I him and bounty killer are the two big rival. And him did all me call one journey upon private plane. I don't know if him did own it, but him did get the impression like him won it. You know what I mean? We have a call. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes. That's small. Good morning to everybody.
How you doing, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, I heard the story about the tombstone.
Yeah. Because you come from near there.
Right. You know that the man couldn't pass gas. And then he died from he couldn't pass it. You know, that sounds like a joke thing. So.
Yes, but then how him one have two tombstones?
You know, that is it.
No, if that story was even true, that's a joke. Then the other tomb is filled.
That is what I'm trying to figure out.
That's just a story. Yes. Somebody I ridicule, yeah.
Yeah, I would have to get it from the older, you know, like the older set of people who really, you know, kind of know the history.
Yes.
I would have to try to get it from the history.
Yes.
You know, that would be very important.
Yes.
Yes. And again about this dangerous, the driver in the car that playing the gun salute with them one another.
And a gun salute, man, a gun fight.
Mm-hmm.
A fight, them not fighting, them never salute. And a fire, them not fire in the air.
Okay.
A traffic bus, two of them buck up in a traffic and one start cause I'm here say the next one tell one if I go suck him mother. And the other one decide to take out him gun and show himself go. Him a tell him for suck well, him a tell him no for go bite bullet. One tell one to suck him mother and the other one a show him so well bite this.
Mm-hmm.
But him never knows that the other one have teeth too. And him bark louder than him bark, more dangerous than him bite.
And that is very dangerous, man.
Yeah, but them get license. Because is it through the firearm license authority or sell firearm license? That's the kind of person that end up with gun. Is firearm license sell authority sell firearm, you know. License of y'all $200, $300,000 million, you know.
Imagine.
Yes, that's why them kind of people and gangster end up with gun.
Yeah. So, you know, I think that could make a movie for them independent.
For them so-called independence, yes, that's true.
Yes. You know, because is it now, they have a song where the man sing. Is a foreigner?
Yeah.
Talking about if fire is gone in the Gulf of Mexico, something like that.
Yeah, man. That a jot the fired ones and the English. And when the English invade America, if take back America from after independence, and when them come up and fire one shot, and they still came a coming. But it wasn't as much as there was a while ago, because some dropped down dead when them fire the shot. And them say fire next shot. And the English them now start a running from Mississippi, go down into the Gulf of Mexico for escape out back out of America.
Okay.
You have a next movie named One of Us, where Patty Page sing. Say two bad man are go fight out in a street, because it's legal in America. Say if man trouble you challenge him to a duel, you know, like in a Lacovia. And you go out in the street and go for the draw. Whoever shoot down the other one first win, and them say you're right. No matter what they do. True, you kill the other man, them say you were right. So they took the woman a ball before they them go out there and said woman one side a wait. And the two of them don't want a gunfight, because them know say when it done, one of us going to weep tonight.
Weep tonight, yeah.
I'm going to
wearing the black dress like
and start wear black dress and plan funeral while the other one happy. The gunman come home, come fire up shot in her. Yes, ma'am.
It's a good thing we have a precious musician, you know, here that confuse us down with this, you know, with those good songs.
Yes, man, that is what culture and art is for.
Yeah.
To encourage people, but it can also be used to discourage people.
So true.
Yes,
Tell you much. So anyway, thank you. I'm here listening.
All the best, yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, our next call. Good morning, welcome.
Hey, good morning, Bongo, sir.
Oh, go on.
I'm here, yeah.
You're not born up in England yet?
Yeah, well, it's not so bad today, you know.
Eh?
Yeah, but yesterday, Monday, and over the weekend, was terrible. Yesterday, some apartment burned down.
What?
He was since today, our next apartment burned down.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, England,
sir. Yeah, tell you what I call about, let's sit down and analyze certain things. About a crime.
Yeah.
As a youth looking into Jamaica, from Jamaica, I wonder really and truly what the government do about the crime, both PLP and Labour Act.
You know that they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, because I analyze by my local knowledge, the way the youth, them are dead, them are kill, kill them one another. Like the crime, like we are lead, we are go towards, like we are going to be like down at 80.
Over 80?
Yeah.
Over 80?
Yeah, like we're going to be like with a different gang, you understand?
Well, no, we have the gang them long time, but you're quite right. Most of the arms, half of the arms that you see firing up in Jamaica now, high power weapon is coming from Haiti. Because America flood Haiti with high power weapon, you know. America determined to control Haiti. And one way them control it is by flooding over there with weapon and invasion. And when the Haitian short of food and meat, because sometimes you have drought and famine in Haiti, you have some Jamaicans start sail upon fishing boat, some of them are fishing, man. So stay upon fishing boat after them thief people go to all 200 goat, them kill them and carry them go to Haiti. And them not for carry no money. All them do them offload the goat carcass and get all up a gun for that. So you're really right when it says like Haiti, because most of the high power weapon now, plenty of them are come from Haiti.
Yeah, because me as a youth just looking, the crime I get out on wicked, man.
Getting out of hand? When something get out of... Hold on. When something get out of hand, it's like when you play tug of war or you have a bull or carry out a pass and him start pulling from you. And you hold him good and hold him, but sometimes you have to follow him. Because you have to follow him to make the rope not come out of your hand. But if you decide to stand up one place now, either you're strong enough to hold him, or him pull and the rope start get out of your hand. That's what get out of hand mean, you know. Or you keep wicket in a cricket match. Or you in the slips of a field. and the batsman chip a ball and it fly come to you as a wicket keeper or it slips. And it come in your hand and lick by your hand, you never hold it good and it bounce up and you try catch it back. That is getting out of hand, you know. How long something can get out of hand? Something cannot get out of hand all half hour, all 6 months.
Yeah,
Hello. Can something be getting out of hand 10 years and 6 months and 20 years?
No.
It out of hand long time, no not damn blasted I get out. I'm not cussing, you know. It not damn blasted getting out of hand. It out of hand long time. It out of one hand and gone in and the next hand we catch it.
Yeah, because when I look in and listen to the news, I listen media, I listen various station, I read the papers and know, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I now work, I just read things and read and analyze my little knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. When we look on this, the crime from 2000 to now,
Yeah.
what do you say them have much them I say, them do a statistics and I say 45,000 people dead. It's coming in the Glen about 2 weeks back.
45,000 people dead in a what period of time?
Like from that time till just last week.
From what time?
From 2000 to last week.
No, so I don't think I'm from 2000 the last week. I believe I must have since independence.
No, yes, since independence. So you're correct. Yes? So since independence, I must say them do a
Since the so-called independence, yeah.
Yeah, I say how much people dead. Me, from Jamaica, live overseas. When I look in and listen to the news, it's a good man. The way the youth them kill them one another. And you understand me like a baby them, the youth them. You want me baby, young of age, and not really baby. You understand me? The youth them are dead 20 at 19, 18, 30 of them are rob people and do some things. They attack everything in our Bongo, so just listen me now.
Yeah.
Next thing again now, me not crucify the police them, but you know the police, them to set for rule ahead of us to serve and protect. But when me look on the police, them not no good. Them kill man innocent, allegation, them do certain things, just from last week to now, how much get involved in a crime.
All right, wait to hear this now. Just to sum it up, because we have our next call waiting. There are several gangs inside of the police force, and it is well known, and the commissioner know, and wholeness know, and all of them know. Several gangs inside the police force. Some of them link with the gang them outside, and some of them is strictly police gang. And some of them are high-ranking man in the police force, and some of them are low-ranking. Man and woman, long time that I go on. Several gangs in there. And several contract killings business. Former contract killers in the police force. And several policemen own security guard company, which is just a front for our next gang. I forgot to our next call. Yes, sir?
All right, thanks.
Call again in the program. Thank you very much. Next call.
Hello?
Morning, welcome.
Morning, me from South.
Well,
Just 2 quick points. One, the one about the fire one shot and the English tuba coming, fire next shot and something like that, and they keep on running. They run down Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. It's actually Mississippi is the mouth. I think New Orleans is at the mouth of that river too.
Yeah, that is where it Mississippi end up in the Gulf of Mexico. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So so that's what they were saying there. That as you said, the Mississippi mouth empty out in the Gulf of Mexico. To the next point, the gentleman that was talking a while ago. I put a next slight turn to his argument, which I agree with everything he said. But I think I don't know if he was trying to say that in Haiti, gangsters seem like gangsters take over the country because gangsters.
No, long time. Look here, Haiti politics is a politics of gangsterism. Long time, just like old Jamaica, but it probably established a Haiti before Jamaica. Long time. Papa Doc was a gangster. You know Papa Doc?
I know.
And there have been many other gangsters. And there's a gang thing in Haiti a long time, just like what was developing in Grenada with the guy, the Gary. Gang.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah. Yes. What are them? I read Papa Doc's story. Terrible. And he started out as a good doctor, you know. I forgot there was a disease. I don't remember what it was.
I think him did wipe out. I think him wipe out either smallpox or some him wipe out some disease.
Yes,
And him become and because the people there are very superstitious and thing, them believe in him have some extra powers and thing, and him take on a whole of popularity and him become president of Haiti. But in addition to controlling the government, the police and the army, him had him own personal gangster army, and it's them used to patrol Haiti more than the police. Town Macoute.
Yes.
I think them name
But that is the pattern throughout the world, and history has shown that most, if not all, dictators are the most dangerous and roughest ones have a backup gang that support them.
Yes.
So for example, in Germany, you had the SS squad or whatever the name.
Yes.
Right? And in Haiti, you had the Mongoose, whatever, Tonton Macoute.
Yes.
And in Grenada, you had the Mongoose squad.
Mongoose gang, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember the name, but I read also about Idi Amin in Uganda. Jesus, but that the one they wrote. When you read one of the book, I three of them I read. One named State of Blood in Uganda, and the other one Rise and Fall of Idi Amin, and I forgot the one that I read. There are times they say when you see a certain jeep drive up at your gate, you know, say somebody that in your house dead. He was going to with some people at the bank like the central bank. And the government also, like, was trying to tell him how weak the dollar is and how poor the economy. And he say, Your Majesty, whatever I call him, the money, like he saying that you were a tiny paper or something to that effect. And then when him leave after that, Idi Amin had him killed. Idi Amin, they say, we go to bed and dream and vote anybody against him.
It was terrible. But because him is a black man who did take away back some land from some of the white people, and him did stop some of the rich Indian people from do certain things, him get a extra coverage. So the things, everything him do and some things where him never do, publishing in the paper them around the world. Meanwhile, the white man know things where him do not publish. So what happened is that him was pretty bad, you know, I know that. But them multiply it even more, although them used to use him one time. And them say one train him in the army. So the white man do as much things, and the other people do as much things, but them not turn on the arm. Just like how America will publicize what you do wicked, but them not turn it on what them do. So it's quite true about, but now the fact is this. Mussolini all in Italy was the resurrector of fascism. Fascism is a long tradition in Italy, you know, of ruling by power. To them might don't right don't matter. It is who is mighty. So they believe that whoever is powerful for a reason, and it's God give them power. So the mighty rule by might. You call it fascism. And he resurrected that from the ancient Italy and bring it into the modern Italy. And Hitler was just a follower of Mussolini. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, Hitler came. Hold on, I only have a minute left. Hitler came after Mussolini, but him carried further than Mussolini. Mussolini did despise Hitler, you know. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, him did despise Hitler as being too coarse and rough and uneducated. But later on in the war, 1940, him decided to join up with Hitler. But for years, from 1933 to 1940, him refused to associate with Hitler. But 1940, him decided to go in with Hitler. Go ahead, please, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to close. But I don't know whether white or black or pink, which one is worse. Because when you look at Hitler, he had this guy here, Angel of the Dead, Mengele, and some more that were terrible in their times. So you have them in every area, in every what have you.
In every race and in every part of the world, you have people who are the same beast mentality and character, every place. So there's good and bad all over.
I'm going to close by saying...
No, you have to close now. It's 11 o'clock. Call me back later, please.
All right, I'll call back. Okay,
thank you very much.
difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
The Ministry of Justice, in partnership with the Ministry of Education and Youth, is rolling out a national restorative justice program in schools across the country in an effort to promote peaceful conflict resolution. Stay tuned for more. I'm Jeremy Nelson.
Restorative justice has been defined as a process whereby all the parties with a stake in a particular offense come together to resolve collectively how to deal with the aftermath of the offense and its implications for the future. In short, restorative justice is a process through which remorseful offenders accept responsibility for their misconduct to those injured and to the community that in response allows the reintegration of the offender into the school, into the classroom, into the community.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck. In restorative justice, emphasis is placed on the restoration of not only the offender's self-respect, but also restoration of the relationship between offender and victim. The practice provides a different way of looking at wrongdoing, as well as the public's response to these actions. This is meant to discourage reprisals and retaliations by ensuring full responsibility is taken by offenders for the harm caused. More than 2,300 persons recently benefited from training in the practice through a partnership between the Ministries of Justice and Education and Youth. The two-day training program was conducted in 78 high and 24 primary schools, which were grouped under Phase 1 of the Restorative Justice workshops for students, teachers, and parents. Training was conducted from May 9 to July 1, led by the Ministry of Justice and the Safety and Security Branch of the Education Ministry. Education Minister Favour Williams says the aim was to promote the best practices in conflict resolution and enhance community cohesion.
We see this as a very important intervention as we seek to enhance our citizens' capacity to resolve conflicts without resorting to violence, to talk it out, and to develop better community relations. And I know that the restorative justice in our schools is going to help our children to understand just that, so that when they grow up to become adults, they will have that within them, and that will help them through life. We can't continue to use violence as the first resort.
Minister Chuck says the aim of the initiative is to gradually introduce restorative justice to all primary and secondary schools across the island, with Phase 2 of the program set to begin in the last week of September with 104 schools. Additionally, more churches will be engaged to support the program.
We will continue in September, and when we finish, we hope that all schools at all levels will definitely know about restorative justice. But that is only the beginning. Within the schools, we hope that restorative justice can be taught and practiced. And while we're doing the schools, we hope to engage all the churches across Jamaica to engage in restorative justice practice.
He notes that various church groups are being contacted for training on how to sensitize their congregants about restorative justice practices.
Conflicts, disagreements are causing homes, institutions, communities to be at war. What is happening now is that many communities believe that the only way to settle their disagreement and conflicts is with the use of violence. And we have been in touch with the Church of God and also the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and we hope to be involved with all the other churches to ensure that they too are not only sensitized, but they utilize restorative justice.
Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck. There are 20 restorative justice centers across the 14 parishes on the island. The centers are available to assist parties to resolve conflicts and the aftermath in a positive and law-abiding manner. To get more information, contact 876-906-4923-31 or visit moj.gov.jm. And that's where we end this feature. Thanks for joining us. I am Jeremy Nelson.
Waiting on your receivables, waiting to purchase raw materials to fulfill your next order, waiting to get paid for goods already sold, 60 days, 90 days, invoices way past due. What if you could be insured for up to 85% of your domestic and foreign receivables, so that if you don't get paid on time, your biggest priority, your business, will not have to wait? Trade credit insurance. Insurance worth having. Credit without waiting. Exim Bank. By helping businesses, we save lives and livelihood.
Luxury beaches, countless grains of pure white sand, tranquil breeze and palm trees, our beautiful island Jamaica. Oh, Jamaica. We miss the vibrancy of our tourism product, but hope is on the horizon. At Exim Bank, we know that SMEs in the tourism industry need support to keep this vision alive, to strengthen one of our country's strongest assets. Let us help you to build a better future for your business. Ask about our small and medium-sized tourism enterprise loan today. Borrow up to $25 million with interest rates as low as 4.5% and up to 7 years to repay. You can breathe easy. Enjoy your progress and continue contributing to Brand Jamaica. Exim Bank. By helping businesses, we save lives and livelihood.
We're back in the Environment Corner, and today we're focusing on a new project launched to help communities navigate the effects of climate change and improve the social status of citizens. Stay tuned. Jamaica is among several nations experiencing the negative effects of climate change, with extreme weather events such as floods, droughts, and increasingly intense hurricanes occurring more frequently. It goes without saying that action is needed to mitigate the effects of these events. To aid those efforts, the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, is spearheading a project to increase the country's resilience and reduce poverty. The intervention, dubbed a Jamaican Path from Hills to Ocean, was officially launched on July 19 and is valued at some €6 million. It's being jointly funded by a grant from the European Union, EU Global Climate Change Alliance Plus, GCCA Plus, of €4.9 million, or approximately 860 million Jamaican dollars, and a contribution from the government of Jamaica of €1.1 million, or 193 million. The project began in November 2020 and is to be implemented over 5 years. The project launch served as a communication, visibility, and sensitization event to highlight the contribution of the government and the European Union in building Jamaica's resilience to climate change and reducing poverty by protecting livelihoods. Stakeholders are now engaging in discussions on the preliminary findings from a rapid ecological assessment that was done in all 3 watershed management units, WMUs, targeted under the project. Project manager in the executing agency, PIOJ, Camille Wildman, says several identified issues will be addressed under the initiative.
We're hoping to do a considerable amount of capacity building for farmers, women, and youth in the targeted communities. And this capacity building will be in the area of improved water management, agricultural techniques, sustainable livelihood options.
She says they are also hoping to do structural environmental protection intervention to prevent landslides.
We're also hoping to do some work in terms of the restoration and preservation in our wetland areas, removing a lot of the solid waste and trying to upgrade island coastal early warning and monitoring system.
Beneficiaries of the project include farmers, fisherfolk, entrepreneurs, environmental groups, women and youth in the 3 targeted WMUs. They are Wogwater in St. Mary, including Castleton Gardens, Rio Nuevo in St. Anne, and Rio Bueno, White River in St. Anne and Trelawney. Wetland ecosystems are also being targeted for integrated and sustainable coastal management interventions. These will include sections of Falmouth, Trelawney, and the Mason River Protected Area in St. Anne and Clarendon, as well as the seagrass beds in the Ocho-Rios Marine Park Protected Area in St. Anne, and the Hellshire Beach and Half Moon Bay to Portland Bright Protected Area in St. Catherine and Clarendon.
You might be aware that the wetlands and seagrass beds form a critical stabilization, and so for Hellshire and Half Moon Bay, we're hoping to have at least an assessment to see what can be done in these areas.
Project manager for the project in the executing agency PIOJ, Camille Wildman. That's all the time we have in the Environment Corner today. On behalf of studio engineer Andre Sawyers, I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Warning, warning, when there is a hurricane warning, button down, tie down, everything. Lift appliances and furniture off the ground and secure your valuable items. If you wanna boat, secure it on land and turn on your yard if you a fisherman. Make sure you turn off every breaker, and before you sleep, turn off your generator. Flooding, that is a real danger. If you live a gully bank, river bank, or low line area, if you see flood waters are rising, get out, get out. Heed the warning. If your land starts slipping and sliding, get out, get out. Heed the warning. Hurricanes can happen, so be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Vejan Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vejan Printers, your best choice in printing.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-3825-8 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
For discussions on health and education, inspiring interviews, surprise giveaways, your favorite songs, tune in to Best 100 FM this and every Sunday at 11:30 to 12 noon. It's Distinction 411, your weekly college magazine program hosted by James and the Distinction family. Catch you on Sunday.
The station that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great.
My station.
Moving.
My station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Best FM. Keep listening.
Hey, Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? The smile on my face.
Isocharm Music presents the single I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs, produced by Sangy Davis, distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isocharmmusic with a Z at gmail.com. I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs is on the Isocharm Music label, promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
I've been waiting for your love, my love. I'm happy, so very happy, yeah. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Get done.
nothing beats.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces.
Yes, welcome back to the program, into the second hour of the program here now. You just had the Isaac Char feature there with Mary Isaac singing her song, I Am Happy, quite a pleasant and lovely song. It reminds me of one of Baba and the rhythm, as you know. I can't remember the name of that one, but let's get back to some live chat before. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Live chat, Ricardo Porsche Sahil. And saying also, nobody never kick a dead dog on the translation. He has been explaining some of the Jamaican proverbs. Translation, no one kicks a dead dog, meaning an explanation. When you aspire, there's always criticism. Aspiring people are always the first to be criticized. In other words, therefore, anytime you get kicked or criticized, that means because you're living unworthwhile, sometimes dangerous. And he's also saying Jamaica can get 1, 2, 3 in the 200 meter final, and one of them can get a world record. Yes, I say so. I also believe more than one of them can beat the world record existing under drugs of Florence Joyner Griffiths. More than one of them can do it. Next one again. Bob Cosmic says, salute the Bongo Jerry. Keep it straight like 6 o'clock. 8183 Hope Road, Stand Up Hill, Dread Heights. In Judah is God known. Al Cable and Zed Tarrant in the building. Pablo Music, Ira Bongo. Happy birthday to Dasita. Happy face, my daughter. Yeah, man, that Pablo daughter, Dasita. Birthday today. Let's get to the phone. Do we have a call? Good morning, welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
We have someone.
Eh?
First time caller, Jerry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, long time listener, though.
Good for now.
Yeah, man. Respect, you know?
Same way.
Yes, I am.
Where else I go on?
Yeah, well, no. Yeah, you said that God is good.
Yeah. God mean good. God mean good.
Right.
You listening to somebody else? What talk one talk now? You listening to the radio?
No, man.
All right, talk to me, man, because we're passing and wagwan. What else is about God good?
Yeah, God is good. My question is, can you gain access to this goodness?
Access?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. From your little boy coming up, you never done well.
You're pretty good.
All right, you will do good. How you get access to do good?
Just by the parents' guidance.
Yeah, not even by parents' guidance. It is your nature to do good.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I hear about good-natured people.
Right.
So why ask if you can get access to do good?
As far as being, maybe go to church, or go to the masjid, or go to the synagogue. Or
No. You spoke about access to do good. In other words, how do you get a permit, or how does good doing become available to you? That's what you were asking, right?
No, not necessarily. I'm asking, can you gain access to this goodness? God.
Can you gain what? Can you gain what?
Access.
Access, that mean entry. Access no mean entry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so therefore, if you can gain ability to do good.
No, to get more goodness. To be more righteous then.
More righteous? I hear this now. We have been taught about righteousness, you see, as an achievement and a competition. Right?
Yeah.
Don't that's what you were taught?
Yeah.
Well, righteousness is not supposed to be a competition or an achievement that you boast off about. Once somebody start to either boast or rate themselves in righteousness,
right,
it becomes the opposite of, and Mike, as far as I'm concerned, the boasting our self-identification as being righteous start to reverse the very value.
Okay.
You know, pride?
Yeah.
Pride in doing well is understandable. But when somebody is filled with pride, that is different. You understand? Is that so? Or you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So I can have pride if I am doing, but every day I try to improve things. Especially in elder age. I find that's one of the most meaningful things in life. Since you can't be strong and run fast at this time, there's things that you are unlimited in doing. Now you can achieve more correct ways and improve your behavior. So now, if I improve my behavior, I do have a sense of pride that, boy, I have it has paid off and I made the right decision and I will continue, right?
And
now,
this is the righteousness that I speak of.
But hold on, what is that?
This is the righteousness that I speak of.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you now. So therefore, I will indulge in some pride every day if I do a little improvement every day. Now, do you think it is good to be filled with pride?
No.
Okay, now that's the difference I see now. Pride is permissible, but I could not fill my mind with pride. There are other things that should be in my mind, like care and being aware of anything and taking, and all them with it. So if I full up here, because some people is mostly pride is the main content of them inside, And I think that is bad now if pride is such a big component of somebody. So that is a sense of proportion that I think it is better. It is better to have a sense of proportion in all the different good things, more than be filling up with pride of righteousness. How if you are filled with a sense of your righteousness, how could you be righteous? There's no space for do the righteousness, just the pride alone fill up the whole space.
Right.
So that is a sense
well,
of...
it's not pride. Righteousness is not pride. Pride and righteousness doesn't go together.
No, what I say, if this morning I come out and I see a car block my gate. Now there's a business place beside my yard and it is very busy and successful. And people always lining up to go there, both physically lining up and all them car them a line up. And frequently them block people gate and they don't care. They're the people who blocking the gate, the customer don't care. The business place don't care neither because they're getting more business. So for years now we've been having problem of them blocking the gate. How would you deal with that?
I would talk to him.
You would what?
I would talk to him.
You would talk to who?
The people that are blocking the
Yes,
gate.
I talk to them. Now it is at least 10 years now that problem going on. But it built up more over the last 7 years or so.
Yeah.
Now, after you talk to them 10 times, and they're still doing it, what you would do?
How about police?
You would what?
Police.
No, the police is included in the blocking of the gate and the packing up of the place. The police. So what you would do after you reach that now? You go to police are block up gate too. What you would do?
Maybe I'd come to you.
To me who?
For advice. You, Jerry Small.
No, we don't want to turn it in a joke. Well, hear me now. Several times especially over the past 4 or 5 years, I have to go over there and call the people out of the restaurant. Sometimes them refuse to come, same time, so them not come till them get them food. Several times, you know. And more time, I have to kick up things I can't talk on the radio. But after a while, I realize it don't make no difference to them. 2 man draw a gun for me in my one yard. Them all come park up in the yard, you know. That's why we put on an electric gate, you know. Them park up in the yard when them can't get to place to park over the restaurant. Park up in the yard, all blocking with car, you know. What you would do? A 2 times when I talk to a guy over there, guy draw them gun for me, you know.
Yeah.
Man, I draw them gun for me, you know. After them parking on my yard, you know, and I blocking all my car and them way there, you know. I have to back them off, you know. 2 times, one of them a police. Draw a gun for me in my yard, you know. And next one Chinaman, where I both saw from before. From before, you know, from him park the car and I talk to them. And when him come back, he might draw him gun, you know. But after a while, I said to myself, say, yeah, you know, at my age, you know, I don't want to go to prison. And I don't want dead in a shootout. And I don't want to waste my time. And many times I try to control myself and not cuss no bad word. But most of the time, I end up a cuss up a bad word and make up a nice. Well, this man, when them block the gate now, I was tempted to just walk past them, you know, because I don't use my car, you know. I use my car when I want to go far. So I was tempted to just go through my gate and walk down the road and don't say nothing. But I decided, say, and block the car, fully block, you know. Not halfway, sometimes them block it halfway. Fully block right across the gate. I walk in a restaurant. And I call out them license number and 2 people beside of me start laughing. Them jump and start laughing, you know. And the woman say, right to the my car, you know. And she laugh. But when I walk in a restaurant, I say to myself, say, I must control it. Anger is alright, but rage is not good. Up to yesterday that talk about it. You know, say rage is not really good, right?
Yeah, man.
Anger is a good emotion, you know. Like pain. Anger and pain is 2 good emotions. One of them warn you about something wrong. When you're having pain, it telling you something is wrong. Check it out. And anger also is not a bad emotion, neither. But when you make your anger loose and you become enraged, that's not good. So, all when I walk, go in there to call out them number, I say to myself, say, I'm not going to go too far. And I feel good when I done, say, well, then I call out them number and them come out, and when the woman reach her car, she turn to me and say she's sorry. I have to tell her, say, you don't sorry, just move your car. I don't want you, I don't tell her, say, I don't want you no more sorry. But I'm so glad say I never cuss no bad word. Bad word is not evil, you know.
Right.
Bad word, nothing wrong with bad word, you know. People make law against bad word because them have power. They make law against bad word so them can't have a way for hold people when them not have no other way for hold people. That's what bad word make for, you know.
Right.
The government just passed a law that if you cuss a transport authority, you know transport, you live in Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
You know transport authority people?
Yeah, man.
What them do?
Them JUTC people.
No, transport authority people are the people who are supposed to patrol the commercial vehicle, them, bus and taxi.
Okay.
But they go to the police all the while and them carry on a whole heap of foolishness.
Okay.
But them get bossy. All the servant them get bossy through them have a whole heap of back in our government and police about them. Well, them pass a law now say if you cuss off a transport authority person, you can get charged $500,000 and you can go to prison for 6 months. So you see the government nasty and rotten.
Yeah, man.
Nasty and rotten. Anyway. So as I say now, because I control myself and never cuss nobody this morning, I kind of feel a little bit good when I go down the road. So well then at least I never get enraged, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a little feel of pride about that, but I know that I mustn't be filled with pride. Because being filled with pride means you're leaving out space for other good things that you're supposed to have.
Right.
And that is how the balance and control serve a purpose, you know?
Okay. Hi, Jay.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
We wanted to take care, man.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. Our next one, good morning, welcome. Good morning and welcome. Anybody there? Not there? I think we have some more live chat, but the fact is that the numbers are 619-8473. No, 619-1508. 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Smart.
Go on.
All right, boss. Let me look at things over up on the TV last night, right? When they must say 2 police officers was charged regarding to one shooting will take place. But I don't remember the location of where the shooting take place. You familiar with that?
No. I hear about a police officer charge. Several different cases of police officer charge. No, I don't know which one you're talking about.
No, lately, like, lately charged. This morning, I watch the news, the news come on Smile Jamaica this morning, and I watch it. And them say 2 police was charged this morning. I don't know if this morning or yesterday they was charged. They said they was charged regarding to some shooting take place. Everybody just drive up on a man and shoot him. So them say the 2 police officers in custody now.
Oh yeah? You don't know nothing about it? More? You don't know nothing more about it?
No.
But all the while you call about things where you hear part of it, but you don't hear the whole light.
Yeah.
So it's a habit with you. It's a habit with you now. If you not listen the whole of the thing, right?
No, if you not hear the whole.
Yes, it's a habit with you if you not hear the whole of the thing, right? And therefore, most likely you do other things meanwhile you're listening.
Yeah, more likely me have other things on the agenda, but me like a audited or follow.
Yeah, so you want me now to listen the whole of the news, that anytime you now know how the news go, you call me and me tell you the rest.
Yeah.
Well, you better get your head screwed on your body better.
Okay.
When I run you know, but half a news is can be mischief, you know. Half a news can be mischief.
Yeah, right.
Have a call? Yeah. So go back, go listen now and get that half, yeah?
Yeah, me do that, Colonel.
Where you call Colonel?
In our work, Mr. That's small.
No, me not take no boosting up, you know. Boosting up a danger.
No, man, I not boots up, man. Me not boots up. You know, some only like to influence no one. People have made their own decision regarding to certain, you understand things underline. Like if you have a police officer and a man raping his wife or his mother, I'm like take.
No, you're gone over the line, you know. All right, call back when you find out what thing go. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Chief. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I move from Colonel to Chief. Good morning, welcome.
Bless up, teacher.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, man. You hearing me clear?
Clear.
Yeah, man. Just want to heal up the listeners and callers, and just to say that the world is really in a state, you know.
The world is in a state, yeah? What kind of state?
Yeah, man. The world is really in a state, and it's like, you know, it's like if we listen, even to Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
He would tell we say, if we believe in things that we don't understand, then we are going to suffer. And that is exactly what going on in the world, because we believe in a lot of things that we don't really understand.
Like what? Tell me some of the things
you need to learn every day.
Tell me some of the things you believe in that way you don't understand.
I prefer to tell you the things when me believe in and when me understand.
No, you just tell me that we believe in a whole heap of things that we don't understand. So it would be good to find out from you some of the things that you believe in that way you don't understand. Because you say we believe in the things that we don't understand, you know. So it's always good now to check up on what not so right, so that you can probably get some improvement. You must get improvement out of what you're not doing right, you know, not out of what you're doing well.
Oh, okay.
So
Dieting is one of them.
What is one?
Diet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because what happens is that a lot of persons are dependent upon the fast food thing.
Yes.
Processed food.
Yes.
And I positively believe that is one of the things that is causing a lot of problems, even with us in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because a lot of youth see other persons flashing with boom and rum and the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then figure that it is cool.
Yeah.
But they are not aware that the ethanol that is in most of these products and the sugar is poisoning our system.
Yeah. So what you do? What you do about it?
Just want more. Could you repeat that, Jerry?
What you do about it?
I know very little about it.
No, what you do about it? No, inside it, ethanol, the rum and all them things there in the food. What you do about it? Hello?
Yeah, you know, so I can't see myself, Jerry, because I listen to the radio while talking to you. I just come from the farm.
No, but listening to the radio meanwhile talking is not good. That is another thing like sugar or ethanol.
Right. And you see, most of the doctors them and most of the persons who monopolize processed food don't tell us the truth.
Yeah. All right. One main thing I know. Fast food and processed food is more expensive. And therefore I can't afford it. So me hardly buy food out the road. Because most of the food out the road not good for me.
Right. But there are a lot of people. Yes, sir.
And them expensive.
Right.
So I prefer stay away from it. Even though I still use salt and I use sugar. Supposed to use less salt and much less sugar. But little by little cut down. But still better me look about my own food more than eat food out the road. Because the food out the road expensive.
Yeah,
the gas out the road expensive. And thief. The government a thief. So what I do, I park my vehicle. I don't care what nobody wants. I couldn't care less. So I park my vehicle and I use my vehicle for emergency. Or if I want to travel go 100 miles. I don't care what nobody wants to say. I not buy no. Almost about 2 years now or more, I not buy no patty. Although I enjoy some of the patty when I think more hygienic. I not go pay the money with them a charge them. Most of the food I sell all in the supermarket and them place. I not buy it. So
see, there's a difference between persons who have choices. There are persons who are out there, especially those who are on a 9 to 5, and they are unable to prepare them food before they leave the house.
A joke you make. A joke you make. And them I make joke too.
Yeah, well, you see, land is one of the issues, Jerry, and some people don't have nowhere to plant anything.
I'm not talking about planting. You say them don't have no time to prepare food before them go work. You say that. A joke them a make.
Yeah.
A joke them a make. That mean them go work on a beard neither.
That is a part of it.
How them get
But,
time? Where them get time for beard? Where them get time for beard?
Well, time at something where you have to
No, you not answer me. You answer. You go round the clock. You go round the clock, but you not answer me. Where them get time to bathe? People who don't have no time for prepare them own food. Where them get time for bathe?
Well, I guess they have to wake up early and create the time and bathe.
And you have enough time to wake up early and create time for bathe, but you don't have enough time for prepare your own food?
Yes.
No, my mind tell me say them a buy body splash and I buy cologne. Them not bathe, but them a rub up with smell. That my mind tell me. If you don't have no time to look after your own food, my mind tell me say, you put on deodorant and all kind of things for hide smell. Because you couldn't have bathe and don't have no time to look after your food.
Yeah. But you see, looking after it is one, but purchasing it is one, because whole food, we know that whole food is the way to go. But a pound of yam now is something like nearly $170 a pound.
All right, you are telling me that fast food economical more than food you look after for yourself?
It depends, because when you factor in gas and the expense of the
no, hold on there. So for buy yam and cook is more expensive than to buy yam in a fast food place? To buy a meal with yam?
No.
Then what you tell me?
But to buy yam and the different ingredients that goes with it. It's probably easier to go hold on food for $500.
So you're talking about easier, you're not talking about expense. It could never be more economical to buy food out the road than to buy the thing and cook yourself. It could never be. Never. But you can't bother. You can't bother work out the cost. I work out the cost of how much it's going to cost me if I buy the thing and cook it. I work out the cost and I know how much it costs. Do you know how much it costs?
I have an idea. Although I am
how you get the idea? I'm not rough up, I'm not rough up. I'm not rough up, I'm try to wake you up.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. How you know the cost of you buying some yam and you cook piece today, cook piece tomorrow, cook piece the other day, and the ingredients? How you know the cost of how much yam in a one plate of your food? How you know how much the cost of that piece of yam in one plate of your? How you know the cost?
I have know the cost based on what I paid for it.
Yes. But you're still not explaining properly. I'm trying to explain properly. I know that you don't work it out. You have not worked it out.
Don't work it out.
You can't fool me, man. You can't fool me. Once you don't tell me.
Fool you, Jerry. I'm a teacher.
No, hear me now. No, two our brethren. Nobody come in a teacher thing. Two our brethren and we learn from one another. Once you know explain to me a little while how you know how much that piece of yam in your plate costs. I know say you have not worked it out. Because if you work it out, you tell me how much it costs or you tell me how you work it out. I know you don't work it out. Or you work it out a couple of years ago, but you don't know what it is now. It's not it's not easy to find out if people really are check for nothing in it. Not hard to find out, you know.
Yes. All right, I'm going to check something.
All right, tell me something now. You drive. Hold on. You drive motor vehicle?
Yes, man.
All right. You know how much miles you get out of, you have a motor vehicle for yourself?
Yes, I have a motor vehicle.
All right. You know how much miles you get out of 1 gallon of gas?
To be honest, Jerry.
No, don't give me the pretty thing. Don't give me the pretty thing, but to be honest. Just tell me, yes or no. You know how much miles you get out?
I don't know.
You don't know. You know how much liter? You know how much liter give 1 gallon of gas?
I think something like about 2.2 or 3.
No, you don't know. You don't know. All right. You know how much? You know how much it costs you to go from here to Maypen?
I know from here to Mandeville would be about 270.
270 what?
And then
270 what?
Dollars.
$270?
Yes.
1.5 liter gas carry from here to Mandeville?
No, you're asking how much it costs to get to Maypen.
You talk about bus. A bus you talk about?
Bus or taxi, right?
No, me not talk about. Me you talk about car and miles to the gallon. Now you're going in a taxi. Me see you in your car and me talk about the car. Or you jump in a taxi.
I don't check it that way.
All right. You see, for you not check, you're not taking care of yourself. Once you don't know how much miles to the gallon your car or your van give or your truck give, you are not taking care of yourself. And that is why life harder when you don't check on things and find out things. That's a facts, you know. Those are facts. And you don't know how much it costs your vehicle to go from here to Mandeville. You know how much it costs your vehicle to go from here to Mandeville?
Jerry,
Don't tell me about Jerry, man. Just tell me, do you know?
So I don't check it that way.
Yeah, which way you check it?
I just buy like a $5,000 worth of gas, put it in my vehicle.
Yeah.
And I travel. I'm a retiree, so I travel.
You're going around the world and telling about retirement. We're not talking about retirement now. We are wasting time when you talk about retirement. You know, I ask you how you find out how much money you use to go on Mandeville. Tell me, you say you have a way. How you do it? You put 5,000 gas in every car. Then what?
And I drive to I'm from where my destination is.
Yes.
Jerry,
and then what? And then what? And then how you find out how much it costs you?
It depends on the amount of the mileage that my car do before I have to.
All right. The facts are these. You do not know how much it costs you to drive to Mandeville. Yeah. No, it's not a sin. It's not a crime. But one thing is ignorance. You are ignorant of how much it is costing you to travel in your own car. And because you are ignorant of that, you're living in a half-aware state of mind. You're not fully aware of what's going on. And that makes us...
Thanks for the correction, Jerry. I'll straighten up myself and call you back again.
No. Yes, man. Hear this now. And don't afraid to call me, because we're not quarreling. But I'm urging you.
I know.
Listen, I'm urging you and I'm urging everybody to start work out how much things are costing them. How much is it costing you to cook your own food? And how much is it costing you to buy your breakfast out the road and buy your lunch out the road instead of cooking your own food? I'm asking you to find out, to start to check on yourself and find out how things go. And that is how people will be able to get more in control of their life. Once you don't know those things, you're not going to be in control of your life. And you just have to listen what other people say. And still don't have no good idea. I'm not rough you, I want to tell you, say.
I understand all that you're saying to me, Jerry. But my position right now is that you're generalizing. I'm an individual. I can understand the position that you have now based on the fact that we are talking to a massive of people. So I understand everything. No respect and I'll call her.
No, you're trying to say that I'm generalizing and therefore what I'm saying don't apply to most people. The facts are these. Everybody have a duty to take care of themselves the best way. But if you don't want bother take care of yourself the best way, you might say, make me find a good woman who take care of me. And same with the woman I look for a good man who take care of her. What does she mean by take care of her? Pay her bills. That means if not buy the fast food and poison her, she still feel good because I pay the bill for the Kentucky. So she don't mind the fact that what she eating is not good. And we get mistaken about what taking care is and so on. It suits us to start take care of ourselves and learn how to take care of ourselves. The athlete, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
The athlete, them that are doing so well, the reason why they do so well, they are learning to take care of themselves. It's not the coach alone that take care of them. The coach is teaching them to take care of themselves and they are doing it. And when they do it, they become champion or they become a good reputation. That person might not win the race, but they're always in the final. Now they're always them always doing best. And the best measurement, they are always increasing their personal best. If them come first in a race. Personal best is a thing where people will learn about. Learn what is your personal best and try to improve it. Every human being better off if you know your personal best and you know how to improve it. Thanks for the call here, sir.
Thanks, Jerry. I'll do your pitch to the...
Don't talk now. Him a preach to him. Him say me a preach to the choir. That mean him know what me I say already. Well, it's not him alone me talking to. Me I talk to all who listen. Yes, good afternoon and good morning before afternoon. Are we there? Yeah. On the call? Good morning, welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please. Are you there?
Greetings.
I hear you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, wagwan.
Fine, go ahead, please.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Jerry.
Yeah?
Hold on. Let that be your part. Let me come here.
Yeah.
Tell the lady say you're on the phone, man, and she stop fooling around, man.
Go on.
Tell the lady say you're on the phone and she stop fooling around you.
What? All thing.
Yeah, hear me? You hearing me?
Yeah, me, I hear the eye.
Yeah, then it's a take away 1.5 minutes and you start talking. Go on, no?
No, man, I think I pass and make noise, man.
One vehicle pass, it take 1.5 minutes to pass. Go on talk, man. Me I hear you.
Man, you don't know that, man.
You go on talk now, no?
Yeah, if I yell up the eye.
Oh, yeah, yell up the eye. Walk on.
Yeah, try tall Iowa, you know.
A tall Iowa.
Yeah, man.
But the other people them don't understand American, no?
Huh?
The rest of the people them don't understand American, no?
Oh, them no watch American.
No, them don't understand American. So when you talk your American, no, them don't know what you're saying, no?
Tall Iowa mean long time.
Oh, then alright, so you say a long time.
Yeah.
So you have to go translate everything what you say then, you know, because the people them don't understand American.
That great, man. Umonto.
Eh?
Yeah, man, that great, man, because I think for my time, we've met that sound and tell the people what it mean now.
Yes.
Ubuntu, like Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah. More man can call him my Lord. If we have to try to speak our tongues, our foundation.
So you say Ubuntu mean my Lord?
No, man, no, I'm saying that you style each other as my life.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to try to learn the language.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yo, I think the first August.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little event, you know.
Well, 1st August, you have a vegetarian cookout.
Yeah, vegetarian beer, yeah?
Yes. We're going to keep it.
38B at the Park Road.
38B?
Yeah, on the Park Road.
On the upstairs there?
Yeah.
On the upstairs?
In front of 8 Honda.
38B Hagley Park Road. In front of ATL Honda.
Yeah.
So is a no bone served there, right?
The animal them can't come through and they're not trouble the animal them, you know.
Yeah, so the animal not going to be served there as no dish, right?
Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, so you're going to have a cookout there, vegetarian cookout, 38 Hagley Park Road. What time of the day? 1st August.
It starts on 12 p.m. and done about 9. About 9.
12 p.m. to 9. All right, tell me something now. What day of the week that is?
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. Is it a public holiday?
Yes.
Which day that is? What public holiday?
It's a Monday. Emancipation, you know?
Emancipation. So them start keep up back Emancipation Day, right?
You know, there are more people keeping different events, so we plan to do something, you know,
Yeah.
To help African people emancipate their mind, not only that, you know, because guess what? Up there, we imply so people can wear them like African clothes. Whenever we say event, people encourage people just wear African clothes, yeah? I'll charge some for Africa.
Yeah.
That is important, you know.
Yeah.
So one can go buy them African clothes. If them have it in the closet, first you just brush it off and wait and wash it. And wait, it's a good look, man.
Yeah.
It's a long time. When we go for the same thing, I see people come in on African clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. I think they emancipate the mind too, you know.
No, I'm not sure. As I talk about what Marcus said, if Marcus was here now, you'd have to tell him to take off them jacket and tie. Not true? Eh?
I couldn't tell him that, yes.
And we'd have to tell Marcus, say, boy, you have to visit the barber so regular, you know.
No, still you say personally that I feel personally, you know, because you know, if you have The locks is a ballhead and the Rasta we have to try to coexist with each other, you know. We can't make just show petty difference. Yeah.
Okay, no petty difference. That means that we could allow him to wear him necktie and him coat still.
Yeah, man. At least, man, at the job we will get it done, you know, that's important.
True, we have to get the job done. So if Marcus even come down in the morning and him did eat pork chocks in breakfast, you know go mention that over the year.
No, because he man come emancipate his mind from the meat, you know.
So you're going to tell Marcus must emancipate his mind from meat?
No, I now tell him, but at the event you have different type of vegetarian dishes, you know.
Yeah.
So that's now him can't say it's not limited in life. They go to the vegetarian places, little bit of things, you know. Yeah, so that's what people can know. They come, they give different prices of vegetarian dishes.
Yeah.
And that is important. It's not boring.
Yeah. So all Kettys are going to do that too?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Eh?
She basically, yeah, she's going to be there. She had the co-coordinator. Me and her do it.
Right, the co-sponsor, right.
Yeah, man, me and a partner, you know.
Yes.
And you're the beauty, man. It's just like Malcolm X said, you know. Him go to Martin Luther King and others one and say it's nationalism and lead, you know.
Yes, black nationalism.
Right. Yeah, because I guess she's an orthodox and you don't know. I actually Rastafari, not a part of no houses, you know. Yeah?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man, we can link together because we can make religion mash up other people and it a go on.
No, we don't make religion mash up.
Ideas out there.
Yeah, by the way, me no royalty, you know.
No, me no want them tied to them. Me no want the royalty. Me no want them tied to them.
No, but no for our brethren and sisters are royalty, you know. We all laugh. We cannot laugh after royal people.
No, we can't enjoy royalty. No go to family, man. Not a royalty come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me no want being a tree, you know. Me no want. I'm not tired.
We're not gonna bring in that. If anybody are royalty, me and them. If anybody are royalty, me and them are brethren same way. Sit down to the Queen of England grandson say him and no royalty again and him move out of England say him not live off of no taxpayer money. So we're supposed to can coexist.
Great. Yeah. I still in family but it make a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my earth ones at time for put the petty difference. That you don't match up our race, you know.
Yeah, put the petty difference aside. But no borrow me pot. If you know say how cook pork, no borrow me pot, right?
Well said.
Yeah, because at least
you get a cheese pan and cook out there.
Get a cheese pan and go cook your pork. But no come borrow you can't come borrow me pot and cook pork in there. Me not gonna take that as no petty difference, me take that as an insult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that pass protocol now.
Yeah, man. It's about respect, you know.
Yeah, respect.
Because you have no fight time people say something and say, oh, you're Rasta. You're Rasta, man. And you feel laugh with it and you say, a long time this is going on, you know.
Yeah.
Long time this is going on, let go the little weird argument, Rastafari. Because we are trying to chat, you know, we are trying to hide that.
Yes, man. You know what we have to do? We have to go come back the next day because we have to go Lego at 12 or 1 minute after 12 now, yeah?
No, man, me reason, man. I give time for the time and the moment, yeah?
Yes. Translate. Keep people them not speak Irish.
Give time. Yeah? The moment.
All right, thank you very much. Call again soon, here, sir. No, it's midday now. We have to take them number. Don't hang up. Ask them to take them number, please. And we'll play the team song, please. To play the team song, please.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Wednesday, July 20. Coming up, Lower House approves reduction of import duty on electric vehicles. Tourism Minister welcomes opening of Rock Hotel, and female athletes commended for performance at World Championships. The news in detail after the break.
Pat, my stress out. The house need to be passed by an electrical inspector, but Tom price too high.
But you don't have to use Tom, Marshall. Exercise your power of choice. The government electrical regulator can help you find electrical inspectors and electricians across the island. That way, you can negotiate and choose the best price for you.
Okay.
Call them at 876-920-4508 or email ger@mset.gov.jm and tell them Pat sent you.
Now the news. The House of Representatives has approved orders to further reduce the import duty on electric vehicles EVs from 30% to 10% and to eliminate license fees on EVs for 5 years. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, tabled the orders in the lower house on Tuesday, in keeping with announcements made during his budget debate earlier this year. He says the orders, applicable to EVs 3 years old or less in age, form part of the government's commitment to reduce the country's dependence on petroleum and transition to a clean energy future.
These incentives send a strong message to the general public that the government of Jamaica is committed to ensuring that by 2030, a significant proportion of our motor vehicle fleet should be in the form of electric vehicles.
Dr. Clark adds that the government intends to reduce the country's carbon dioxide CO2 output by 1.1 million metric tons by 2030. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett has welcomed the official opening of the Rock Hotel Tapestry Collection by Hilton in downtown Kingston, describing it as a signal of investor confidence in the destination. Minister Bartlett says Rock is the third brand by the Hilton Hospitality Group to operate on the island, adding that the property will help to revitalize activities in the nation's capital. The 12-story property will operate 168 rooms on the downtown Kingston waterfront, with the top 4 floors boasting 36 apartments and 6 penthouse units.
Thank you for the confidence that you're displaying in Destination Jamaica. And as your minister, I can assure you that we will endeavor to make you satisfied in terms of your return on investment, because Jamaica still has the highest ADR in the Caribbean.
Minister Bartlett was speaking at the official opening ceremony in downtown Kingston on Tuesday. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, says there is urgent need for disaster risk financing solutions for countries across the Caribbean. Senator Johnson-Smith made the call as she addressed the 2022 United Nations High-Level Political Forum, HLPF, on the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, on July 13. Speaking on the topic financing for development, catastrophe bonds, Mrs. Johnson-Smith highlighted the region's vulnerability to disasters, adding that over the last decade, the Caribbean has had only 1 year with less than 10 named storms. Mrs. Johnson-Smith says that for small island developing states SIDS, which already operate in an extremely tight fiscal space, the compounded costs of severe weather events and non-discretionary domestic priorities are crippling. She says more partnerships among Caribbean states and development institutions will aid in the implementation of long-term strategies to prepare for and respond to disasters. And Sport Minister Olivia Grange has lauded female track athletes Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price, Elaine Thompson-Hira and Sharika Jackson for their impressive show in the 100-meter finals of the World Athletics Championships on Sunday. Speaking in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, Minister Grange said the 3 women accomplished a remarkable feat by securing a clean sweep of medals, with Fraser-Price taking the gold, Jackson taking silver and Thompson-Hira taking bronze. With her victory, Fraser-Price earned a record 5th 100-meter world title. Jackson ran a personal best of 10.73 seconds, while Thompson-Hira took home her first World Championship medal.
And together, these 3 wonderful women created another record, as it was the first time that there was a clean sweep of the women's short sprint at the World Games. People around the world are still recalling the race with awe, with amazement and admiration. We, as proud Jamaicans, will never forget it.
The minister also extended hearty congratulations to Shanika Ricketts, who mined silver medal in the final of the triple jump on Monday. Jamaica's medal tally for the World Athletics Championships now stands at 4. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
A difference you can hear. A difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. The European Commission is calling on EU countries to cut gas consumption by 15% in case Russia further reduces supplies. This would enable the bloc to get through winter even without reliance on Moscow. The Commission wants to be able to make such cuts mandatory. Its president, Ursula von der Leyen, accused Russia of unfair trade practices.
Russia is blackmailing us. Russia is using energy as a weapon. And therefore, in any event, whether it's a partial, major cutoff of Russian gas or a total cutoff of Russian gas, Europe needs to be ready.
The key Nord Stream 1 pipeline is due to reopen on Thursday after maintenance, but President Putin now says it's not clear what condition its turbine will be in after repairs. EU ambassadors have agreed another seventh package of sanctions targeting Russia over its war in Ukraine. They'll ban Russian gold imports, freeze the assets of Russia's biggest bank, Sberbank, and will target a number of other individuals and entities. The Czech presidency of the EU said the package will align the bloc with its G7 partners. The contest to become Britain's next Prime Minister has been narrowed to two candidates, the former Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, and the Foreign Secretary, Liz Truss. They squeezed out Penny Mordaunt in the last of a string of votes by fellow Conservative MPs. The final choice now goes to party members. Here's Rob Watson.
It's important to remember that both of them call themselves Thatcherites. One talks about the kind of rancour of the campaign, but both of them ideologically would say they're on the same page in terms of a smaller state and lower taxes. The difference between them is when you should start doing that. Rishi Sunak takes the view that you should balance the books first, so that's going to be the dispute between them. But I don't think anyone should be in any doubt. These people are both on the right of the party. They're both these days enthusiastic Brexiteers. They're anti-EU.
The Italian Prime Minister has asked for a confidence vote in his government amid a deepening political crisis. The upper house is expected to vote today and the lower house on Thursday. From Rome, Mark Lowen reports.
Polls show the majority of Italians back Mario Draghi and oppose early elections. So when the Prime Minister indicated this morning that he could remain pending a new pact of confidence in Parliament, there were widespread sighs of relief. But now Italians are back holding their breath again. In a fractious debate, the hard-right League Party says it will only continue in government without the anti-establishment Five Star movement in coalition. Mr Draghi has suggested he'll only govern if Five Star remain. Amidst a contest of who'll blink first, the price could yet be a government collapse and snap elections.
World News from the BBC. The new Sri Lankan president has called for unity in the face of the challenges the country's facing, but Ranil Wickremesinghe also warned he would deal firmly with what he called undemocratic efforts to topple the government. His disgraced predecessor, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, with whom the new president was closely associated, resigned after months of protests. Spain and France say they'll invest more money in fighting wildfires after the devastation caused by the current heatwave in Western Europe. The Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sánchez, said climate change was behind extreme temperatures, which he said had killed hundreds. Guy Hedgecoe reports from Madrid.
Mr Sánchez said his government will double the number of members of the military who have been deployed to fight the wildfires. He was speaking in the northeastern province of Saragossa, where 2,000 people have been evacuated from their homes because of a blaze which has consumed 14,000 hectares. The Prime Minister said that the 10-day heatwave had killed over 500 people. Climate change, he said, was to blame for the extreme temperatures which have contributed to the recent wildfires and which have so far burned 70,000 hectares of land this year.
The military government in Mali is expelling the spokesman for the UN peacekeeping force in the country. Olivier Salgado must leave within 72 hours. The Foreign Ministry accused him of posting a series of tendentious statements that undermine Mali's diplomatic relations. It said he had misleadingly claimed that Bamako was given advance notice of the recent arrival of 49 soldiers from Ivory Coast. The Thai government has admitted to spying on some of its own citizens by installing surveillance software on their mobile phones. The Digital Economy Minister told Parliament he was aware that the authorities had done so in limited cases involving drugs or national security. An earlier investigation by digital researchers found dozens of Thai opposition activists had the Israeli-made Pegasus spyware.
A difference you can hear. A difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. President Biden's campaign promises to bolster the U.S.'s credibility abroad as a leader against climate change is being put to the test in Congress. Last week, Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia, said he would not support the environmental portion of the Democratic budget package. Biden is under growing pressure to declare a national emergency, which would open up federal funds to fight the devastating effects of climate change. White House National Climate Advisor Gina McCarthy tells NPR President Biden will deliver a strong message today in Massachusetts, one of dozens of U.S. states under heat advisories.
I think the president is going to make very clear that he has broad executive authorities that he intends to use. We've already taken strong action here in the U.S. to start making a concerted effort to shift to clean energy. And it's being successful in offshore wind and transportation and electric vehicles. We're moving forward with this transition. We've set some tough goals.
Today, President Biden will be visiting a former coal plant that's now being converted to make parts for wind turbines. A new NPR PBS NewsHour Marist poll finds the president hitting a new low. His approval rating has fallen to 36%. NPR's Domenico Montanaro explains it's largely because of displeasure within his own party.
75% of Democrats say they approve of the job President Biden is doing. That might sound pretty good, but it's actually not great for a president with his base. Consider that former President Trump never had an approval rating with Republicans that low, not even after the January 6th insurrection. 4 times as many respondents say they strongly disapprove of Biden than strongly approve, and it's particularly bad with younger people. Just 5% of people under 45 say they strongly approve of the job Biden is doing. That's on par with whites without college degrees and white evangelical Christians, groups that vote reliably Republican. Biden has to win younger voters back if he has any hope of winning re-election in 2024. Domenico Montanaro, NPR News, Washington.
Russia's portraying President Vladimir Putin's visit to Iran this week as a diplomatic success. Here's NPR's Charles Maines.
Putin's trip was designed to show that even amid Western condemnation of the Kremlin's actions in Ukraine, Russia still has allies on the world stage and clout in the Middle East. Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, offered Putin the strongest words of support, saying the West opposed an independent and strong Russia, and that had Putin not sent troops into Ukraine, Russia likely faced an attack from NATO. Putin also claimed progress with Turkey's leader, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, on a UN-backed compromise to free blocked Ukrainian and Russian grain and fertilizer shipments. An agreement would help alleviate a growing food shortage that has sent prices soaring on basic commodities around the globe. Charles Maines, NPR News, Moscow.
It's NPR News. Ukrainian First Lady Olena Zelenska addressed lawmakers at the U.S. Capitol today. She shared images and stories of victims of the war Russia started against her country in late February. Zelenska thanked the U.S. for its support and asked for the aid to keep coming. She has also met with President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden. A race to succeed Boris Johnson as the next British Prime Minister has narrowed to 2. The British Conservative Party's lawmakers have chosen former Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak and current Foreign Minister Liz Truss. The governing party's 200,000 members will now decide their new leader from the 2 who will then automatically become Prime Minister. Masks will continue to be optional for those attending Broadway shows. That's the word from the industry trade organization, the Broadway League. Jeff London has the latest from New York.
Despite rising infections because of the BA.5 variant, including among members of Broadway's casts and crews, audiences will not be required to wear masks inside Broadway theaters. When Broadway reopened in the fall of 2021, strict vaccination and mask mandates were in place, but the vaccination requirement was dropped at the beginning of May, and masks became optional at the beginning of July. The Broadway League says, consistent with New York City and state recommendations, audiences are strongly encouraged to wear masks in theaters. For NPR News, I'm Jeff London in New York.
The NASDAQ is up 1.8%. The Dow is up 0.25%. And the S&P is risen more than 0.75%. It's NPR.
There are
millions of books out there just waiting for you. But how to keep up? Introducing NPR's Book of the Day. Every weekday, we feature some of our favorite conversations with authors and writers about their latest books. You can check it out in about the time it takes to walk the dog. Happy reading.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Bess FM.
Oh no!
Isachar Music presents the single Dirty Works by Link and Chain, a conscious reggae group distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmuzik@gmail.com. Dirty Works by Link and Chain is on the Isachar Music label.
To hurt my brothers, and I will not do anything to hurt my sisters. Oh no! Oh no! And I will not try to put a stumbling block in their way. Or if you want to and you think you've got to do it yourself, yes, do it yourself. But Jah will beat you, Jah will beat you. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No, 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 no. Devil's works. We don't do the devil's works. Oh no, no.
nothing beats. Best FM.
Tune in to Culture Talk Radio Show with Kumar Fire.
Come here, son of boss, El Tremor. Come listen to the commercial, yeah. And the man will always set the place ablaze with a good tune. They wanna blaze up the place with fire.
Every Wednesday morning from 12:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m.
And on Friday evening, 4 to 6 p.m.
on Bess FM 100. You'll be getting interesting discussion, music,
interviews,
and live performances. Follow us on Instagram at Culture Talk JA, at KULTURE Talk JA. Kumar Fire is brought to you by Alpha Whiskey.
The Aeronautical School of the West Indies presents Squawk 876, a fun and informative program where you will learn about flying, aircraft systems, weather, maintenance, and much more. Tune in to Best 100 FM this and every Wednesday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best FM.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to the program. We're into the second half of the program, as you know. And today is the 20th of July 2022. And the numbers are 619 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473. 8473. I've been neglecting the live chat today. We're going to catch up with it as much as possible. You know, today is not a rest day. It's a rest day for the ladies going after the next triple. Going after the next triple on the world record in the 200 at the World Athletics Challenge. But this day in our past, very useful feature in the Gleaner, telling you of things that happened on the same date in various years in the past, from last year right back to when the Gleaner started being published during the times of enslavement and imprisonment of the African in 1834. The Gleaner started published. Very interesting, in 1965, on this date, a group of private investors present to the government a proposal that a £6.5 million plan for the restoration, rebuilding of Port Royal and the conversion of the city into a tourist center. A group of private investors. The plan is to rebuild much of Port Royal. Hear them plan? Rebuild Port Royal in its pirate past into a tourist attraction. And this plan will be under the direction of the Port Royal Company of Merchants. Them farm back a company, you know. Them farm back Henry Morgan, same trading company. Henry Morgan the pirate. It was a buccaneer and a thief based at Port Royal in Jamaica. Go all over the world, go thief and pack it up at Port Royal. And him company named Port Royal Company of Merchants. Them farm back the same company 1965, them farm back the same company. And they have reincorporated it. So, you know, that group of private investors, mostly some white Jamaican and some foreigner Jamaican, farm back the Port Royal group of company. Port Royal Company of Merchant, the Henry Morgan Old Time Trading Company. And that's still a go on. That's why you talk about brand Jamaica. Have a call? Good morning. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, afternoon.
Welcome.
Well, I tell you, sir, when me hear I tell this man, sir, joke him, man.
You think I roughing him up? You think I roughing him up?
No, man, I don't joke him, man.
If time hard, right?
Yeah.
And he did point out some sensible things. Of course he did. He point out that a lot of people who are comfortable and who have surplus income, them earning more than what them need to survive. A lot of them who spending money unnecessarily, like on fast food, when it would be better for them to eat food that them prepare. But because them can afford it, them do that. At the same time, even if you have money, shouldn't you work out how much things are costing you?
Yes, but let me get to the point I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
You see, when him say people who busy at work have to buy fast food.
Yeah.
The joke I make. Because
do I have no time to look about them on food?
Last night when me start cook my pot, you know,
yeah.
9 o'clock me look for them.
9 o'clock, what? When you start cook your pot, right?
9 p.m.
Yes.
And I work, me just finish work them done. I mean, so me I work from about 8 a.m. Right?
Yes.
And my lady me pick her up for work, right? When me drop her off, because me do my regular job and then me go hustle different.
Yeah.
So when me drop her off after work now, she said, what I want to me dinner? And me say, you know, sometimes when your belly full, you don't know what you want to eat.
Yeah.
You know? And me said, no man, don't worry about it. Let me start out myself. And me work up until 9 and come in.
Yeah.
And she not know me come in the house and I come in and start cook.
Yeah.
And it's very easy for me to buy something, you know. Very easy for me to buy something.
You mean it would be very easy for us to go buy some fast food?
Of course.
But you choose not to.
No.
And it's not say you're broke.
No. It's expensive. It's more expensive for one. No, you know, so sometimes it's not really more expensive, but it's not healthier. And that was the aim.
But it must be more expensive to buy food from other people. How can it be cheaper to buy food from other people more than to cook for yourself? That could be cheaper.
Sometimes it depends on what you buy and where you decide to cook.
No, man, hold on. All right, what fast food you could have buy? You could have buy Kentucky, or you could have buy a curry goat, or you could have buy something else. What you cooking for yourself that would cost? You're buying chicken from Kentucky. Which chicken that you cooking for yourself was going to cost more than Kentucky chicken?
No, I tell no lie. Figure relate the price. In turn, me no want to tell no lie. Figure relate the price. The compare the price.
No, you could have go. You could have decided to buy lobster and cook for yourself, and that would have cost more than a fast food out the road. But we're not going to buy lobster, the most expensive thing. You talk about comparing cooking chicken for yourself and buying chicken from a restaurant out the road, or buying fish for yourself and cooking, or buying fish from a restaurant out the road, or buying beef or curry goat for yourself. Which one of them cooking for yourself could be cost more than buying out the road? Which one of them?
All right. Yesterday you could have buy in a overseas. You could have buy a special from a Kentucky for like $3. Have like tuna Tuesday, $3 Tuesday. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to do that. Wherein if you go to the store now and buy the meat, that costs like $6.
All right. Are you overseas?
Yes.
Oh, you are overseas. All right.
Yes.
So why? So hold on. When the Tuesday chicken, what is it? $2 or $3?
Yeah.
That is how many days a week Kentucky sell that?
1 day.
So that is only 1 day. So you can't take a 1 day special and compare with an average cost. The 1 day special, you know how them get to sell it so cheap on that 1 day? You know how them get to sell it so cheap that 1 day?
I theorize that maybe like it near expiry or
it near expiry.
It's not in the benefit of them, for sure.
No, then why is it they sell it 1 day for only $3 or $2? Why?
I'm not sure.
Well, it must be because they are making so much on the other days that if them drop it to that day, they can still make some money and attract more new customers. It must be because the other day is paying for that 1 day. It must be that, you know.
Okay.
So the day that it look like you're getting a free lunch, you're not getting a free lunch. You're paying for it. You're paying for it every time you go there. You're paying for it, and then they give you 1 day free cheap to get you more addicted or to get new customer addicted. Because you get addicted to nice things, you know. It's not only coke you can get addicted to, or ganja, you know, or liquor, you know. You get addicted to favor. If every time you go to the bank or if every time you go to Champs and the line long, somebody jump you into the line and they don't turn around and say to the people behind them in the line, excuse me please, I'm going to put my friend. I don't do it, no. It's one of the rude and nastiest things that, you know, to jump somebody in a line about in front of hundreds of other people. It's a nasty thing. But most of the people keep quiet and then one day, next time, they do it and say, well, I'm going to start do it too. So what you're doing, you're corrupting everybody. When you do something bad, especially publicly, you're corrupting everybody. When you do something bad and show your children at home, you're corrupting them and then them go to the road, go do it. So most time when you're corrupting somebody, the other people don't even see. But the fact is that if you get a free chicken or if you get a cheap chicken every Tuesday, you like that little like so much, you probably go and buy from them every Tuesday, right?
Yep.
And then other days now them catch you. Most likely the other day when them catch you and charge you $6. That is enough to cover both Tuesday and that other day cost, you know. And then you start to buy the food more regular because it's like the deal. That's why them call it a deal, you know, like it's a big deal, you know. Like you and them have a special deal. That's why most people like some special deal, you know, or some special offer, you know.
Some privilege.
Like if a pretty girl said to you, say, okay, I have a boyfriend, but I will sleep with you tonight. Most time you feel so thrilled. Most time the person will get that little free sleep. And I'm not sleeping, I lie down. Because when people talk about them, I sleep with somebody, and I sleep, I'm going to sleep with them. Them I lie down. Sometimes them don't even lie down. Sometimes them jack up. But them call it, say them get a free sleep, right? Most time you feel so good after getting that free sleep. She not nicer than no other girl, you know. She not nicer than your girl neither. And the better looking where she look, no make her loving and her feeling up nicer than the other girl. But you feel so great for no say, kiss me neck, me get to sleep with that pretty girl there. You feel so great about that she occupy your mind more than a good woman or your good woman we have. So it's just a feeling of addiction because you get a privilege, you know. And then people like special treatment. And you might get addicted to that, you know. But the addiction going to cost you in the long run. So
what may I say is that the easier way is not always the best way. You know?
Yes, exactly. I agree. Unless
and with the gas. With the gas.
Yeah.
The gas where they talk about.
Yeah.
What I find is that, for example, you full your tank, you see?
Yeah.
Until you hear it click.
Yeah.
When it click, you go which part you go. Come back at the same gas station.
Yeah.
Full again and see how much it takes to full up back now.
Exactly. Are you doing nothing? Go to the same gas station, but you go to a gas station in a nearby, but not going to take more mileage. Or it is best to go to the same gas station still, because some gas station measurement different. But roughly speaking, we can take a chance and say each gas station selling a liter of gas for the same measurement. Even though some gas station adjust them pump, you know, that you're not getting the full liter. But just as you say, it is easy to find out what kind of mileage you are getting. As you say, full the gas tank until it can't take no more. I put it past the first click. I put it till it buck. I put it till you can see the gas in the pipe. I tell you not, well off.
Because, you know, you have to leave a space though. What do you call that? The levy. The space for gas expand.
Yes, I know you have to leave a space, but it's because I am driving off right away. Within half mile or a mile of me driving away, it going to go down to that space. And me driving continually for the 37 mile way, it going to take me go from Kingston to Maypen. Driving that 37 mile straight and no stop. I know that space going to develop before the gas expand too much, you understand?
Yes.
So what I do, I fill the gas tank till I can see it in the pipe. Drive where me I go, and if I know the number of miles, I don't even have to come back at all. I can full up at the gas station in Maypen or anywhere me going that I know the measured mileage of. Full it up back there and see how much liter it take me for full up back there and divide the mileage, how much mile me go, by the number of liter we me use, or gallon. So me know say me I get 20 mile out of each gallon. And I do it all the while too, if I have the same vehicle. When 3 months pass, I do it again, you know, because your vehicle will vary, you know, according to how you drive and according to how things deteriorate in the vehicle or improving in the vehicle. Your mileage can go up and go down. But it suits people to know the rate of consumption. Just like how you and your wife get together 20 years. Me work out how often we have children, you know. If it's every 2.5 years, or if it's every 1 year and so on, you know. Even things like that. People should have an interest in knowing these things. How often, on an average, did me and my wife have children? And then you get to have a little idea of how costs go. And then you see the younger generation that space them children more 4 years, or them have them faster. all different things human beings have learned how to work out ratio. Ratio, that means the rate at which things are happening in time or in space. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
Yes,
it's not a sin if
you talk, say you go talk to the people in the restaurant.
Yeah, what you say?
And you say you condition your mind before you go in there.
You have to do it before.
You have to condition your mind.
You have to do it before. You can't go in there and then when you start get angry, say, all right, I'm going to limit. You have to do it before, otherwise you're not going to have no control. So the athlete in the race, make up their mind before. But making up your mind enough is not enough to win enough. You have to do the preparation and the training, and you keep make up your mind, and before the race, you make up your mind, just like how you make up a plate of food. All right, I'm going to take whole heap of vegetable today, liquor rice, more of this, more. Then you make up your plate. Same way you make up your mind. A morning time you get up, you relax yourself, you stay quiet for a little, and you start make up your mind for the day. Making up your mind is a very important exercise. It's a beautiful exercise. Make up your mind. How will my day go?
Planning a day too.
Come again?
Planning a day.
What is about day?
Planning your day.
You plan, that's what make up your mind mean. You plan your day is making up your mind. Taking control of your time. You get a limited number of time on this earth. You don't know if it's 20 years you get. You're a teenager, you don't know if a 20 years you get. Or you don't know if a 90 years you get. But every day you plan the day. And you know about to worry about tomorrow.
No.
If you want to worry about today, that's not too good for worry too much. But you can't worry about today, but what the hell you worry about tomorrow for? Look about today. And concentrate on today. And you get to learn and know yourself more and more. We have any more calls?
Yeah, but from today, you know. From today, I know what I do tomorrow already, you know.
That is great. That is great. The people who achieve the most are people who plan for today and then them plan for tomorrow. But tomorrow they make a temporary plan. It can change. They call that tentatively.
Of course.
But you plan firmly for today.
Right.
When you go into the car, the main thing you have to plan for do, pay attention. But don't plan the next bus stop. Don't plan the next stop sign. Which part you press the gas now. You try to do that when you reach near the stop sign. If you plan out too much, you will be inflexible when you have to change and flex. Like Miss Thompson yesterday. She plan her race. A next girl come up on her. She look for one girl come up on her. Two girl come up on her. She never prepared for that. She draw the brake too early, understand me? Don't plan the stop sign too early.
Oh.
But plan your distance. Sorry, sir?
Even when me I drive, I may have people in the vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't prepare myself, you know, say, me, now gonna make it be at my fault that them people, parents or them picking their ball, you know.
Exactly. When I drive and I have passenger, I drive slow down when me want to drive.
Yes. You have to prepare to not be reckless.
Yes, and when me and a passenger in the car and them a talk to me, or me a talk to them, me slow down. Because when me a talk, me not pay as much attention. Me a look in front and me a pay attention now. But my ears a take up part of the attention. Just like how if your mind full of pride, no space not there for care other people, you know. So if your mind full of the conversation, not even enough space not there to look on the road. If your mind up on the road alone and you concentrate on the road, you're not going to hear what the people are sitting in the car. So since you need more space then, you slow down. Give more time to react to anything in front of you because you listen people meanwhile.
Yes, sir.
Me not perfect, you know, but me start learn how to adjust to different situations. More. I learn from you a little, but the more I get older, the more I learn because I have to adjust more.
Yes.
And me just start learn too. I mean, I learn a long time, but a little bit me learn.
Still a lot more to learn.
Yeah, man, me personally, me know very little, so I go up on the very little, me know. And I try to get some more every day. Anyway. Yes, time for me to stop talking about myself, you know. Thank you very much, yeah?
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Live chat again. You have any more call? Live chat with the way behind with the live chat. Johnny Johnson say, stop fight down Rastology, ideologies, tabernacle. I mean my talk, I don't know if Johnny Johnson attack me. Johnny Johnson, make me know if I'm me attack. Because sometimes I point out something with no frost and I go like. So me need to know if I'm me attack. But there was something before. There was some live chat before I lose them, you know. So maybe somebody to bring up a conversation. So I can't presume this and presume that. Because if you presume things too much, you will get in a bad mood when you feel in a good mood. Or you feel hype up when you feel restrained and cool off yourself. Sister D say oneness and perfect love. Johnny Johnson say Yars disease. Or Yars disease is what Papa Doc did wipe out in Haiti and get famous for true. Patrick also Jerry is saying the organizational Jamaica British chart. How can Jamaica sit down and allow the government and the private sector and the church to push this so-called independence on the people of Jamaica? Because they were hyped, they were propagandized. Little by little, them did feed them things. Them been feeding them things from 1944, come right up to 62. 18 years of feeding them propaganda about the PNP and the JLP. And the British have feed them, you know. I said these are the two set of people you can trust. Yeah, man, you can trust these two set of people, one or the other. But don't trust nobody else. All them little black ideology here, don't trust them. You just rely on Bustamante and Norman Manley. Because see them have some British blood in them. You can't trust no nigger man or no full black people. Norman Manley have been some black blood, at least him have been some English blood. Trust him. And Bustamante look like him have been more English blood. Trust him even more. But don't trust no little black argument. And they've been conditioned by these things over many years, and therefore it's hard for most people to believe the con game will get carried out on them. Then tell Basker, so Mr. Small, Johnny Cash says, son, don't take your guns to town. Remember that one day? Don't take your guns to town. Yeah, man. And Prince Boss said, make one half of that, you know. Bob Cosmic said to Patrick Hall, first ask yourself, where does this allegiance to the Jamaican people lie? When you have answered that question, things become more evident. Bob Cosmic continue. Papa Doc, Idi Amin, Hitler and Mussolini. We forget to highlight the beast from Belgium, Leopold. Yes, Leopold. And his genocide in the Congo. Is it because he is related to the UK monarch why we keep quiet? Yes, that also. And also because that country, Belgium, and them works not so well known. I don't know the whole reason, but I understand exactly what you said. Pablo of Music said, my request again, still cool. What a shame to July. Thanks in advance. Okay? We have a call? All right. Good morning. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Afternoon. Welcome. Are you there? Welcome to the program. Are you there?
Here.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead. Yeah, here. Go ahead. Is Franco that? I hear a caller. Is caller there? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, please. Are you hearing me?
Hearing me.
We have a problem with the phone. Is it Franco? I hear a call, but apparently the caller not hearing me. Are you hearing me? Not going to work like this. Yeah, I know. All right, we have to get back to some live chat. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Live chat again. Patrick Oil said, Bob, I'm aware that the allegiance of most Jamaicans lie in the hands of England. We are so blind as a people. The Civics for Young Jamaican book show the sovereign followed by the Governor General. Ricardo Portia said, but the team still managed to surprise us with its incompetence, finishing sixth and failing to even advance to the final. The team, a brief recounting of the American team's button passing mishap in recent years. We lose some live chats. I'm not sure about what was the reason. At the Ricardo Porter said the 2000 Olympics in Beijing, a U.S. runner dropped the button during exchange. Yes, I think it's Marion Jones to somebody else. And now we pressure them for drop it. That's part of the competition. We have a call? All right. Taki Lemko said, restorative justice sounds like a program of the PJ Patterson's era that aimed to deal with conflict resolution, etc. And him continue. How will all that work if history, environment, appreciation of the self-image and youths, especially from the perspective of African ancestry, is not included in the school programs? He said they don't want to wake up. If you're going to teach you the proper way, they are going to wake up. They don't want the youth to fully wake up. They don't want them to be awake enough to work in them business and make them money for them. Not too awake. You don't understand me? Donovan Islet say Best 100 FM. Rinse the tune up, sir. Which tune that again? Okay. Johnny Johnson, the Lion King, successful through on Broadway and travel the world based on Haile Selassie. Learn this of the tribe of Judah, Lion King. Bob Cosmic said to Patrick, you're correct in what you said. As long as we hold on to this identity, the English will treat us so as they will say. Those Africans are no condition, they know, say they are Jamaican, exactly. Sister G. Ruben said, yes, the image of Jamaican of myself is very negative. Them no cite themselves as no African. Prefer the dead than to take the mantle. Them prefer the dead than to take the mantle. Ever more so. Them young people, yeah. The Rhino say Bongo there, every single thing that touches on our life, religious, socially, and politically, must be an instrument for our liberation. Or throw it into the ash can. Things always seem impossible until it's done. That's quite true. Taki Lemko, Bob Cosmic said to Taki Lemko, conflict resolution will never be attained as long as we view ourselves as Jamaicans. We Africans, once we embrace the truth, we can then progress onwards. I'm an African, Maxi Romeo. Yes, Bob Cosmic, because you know, conflict resolution. If there is a conflict in your mind about your identity, how conflict resolution between individual people going go do the full work. Takilenko said to Sister Ruben, yes, sister, the legacy of chattel slavery of self-hate is still predominant. It's even a part of the underlying psychological subconscious issues that still affect our people, Sister D. Ruben said. Why yell Pablo, my daughter, Dasita, love. Bob Cosmic, the post-traumatic slave syndrome, Dr. Joy DeGruy. Johnny John said, Jerry, can Ganja Industrial Complex lift Jamaica out of poverty, help eliminate crime, increase agricultural output, increase foreign exchange jobs due to 3 growing seasons, export legal, recreational? Yes, Jamaica has some advantages in the ganja growing capability area. And yes, the ganja can go out with a whole other thing. I'm not going to claim it can lift up the whole of Jamaica. I don't think the future development of Jamaica can be upon mainly ganja. Yet some countries base them, not base, it work out that some countries' main foreign exchange earner is in one crop or one area. But as you know, the export of raw material is not the best thing. The value added, make the things out of them. Don't export the raw sugar or the raw bauxite. Make things out of aluminum. Make things out of the sugar. Make things out of the ganja. Make the products added value, more money, more earnings, more foreign exchange, more to trade, more to exchange for other things to come in. You understand? Sister D. Ruben says, yes, I know even subconscious again. Consciously as they make that decision to hate themselves or where them stand for. I want to point out and remind those sisters that subconscious is a part of the makeup, a vital part. So it is not desirable to don't have no self-consciousness. Matter of fact, we can't stop ourselves from our self-consciousness, although it is good to be very conscious as much as you can. You can't be conscious of everything. It's a great thing because that means you have more intelligence than what you even aware of. That's great enough. If you have more intelligence than what you are aware of. It comes like having more money than what you think you did have. It's very great. It's better than having less than what you did think. And she say again, for real, post-traumatic slave syndrome, them embrace wholeheartedly. Scholarly say, blessed love. South Florida now. Sister D, I feel that it can. That's why I rather, the ganja can really carry Jamaica. That's why I rather do everything for mash up and natural things. So them can get for them genetically modified thing to be the dominant strain. What I call? Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Small.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay. Yes. Mr. Small, I had called you some years ago, Mrs. Grace. I had called you some years ago.
Come again? You gave her name a while ago?
Yeah, Grace.
Okay, nice.
Yes. I had called you some years ago and given you an idea of mine
Yes.
as to how we, the people of Jamaica and the world per se, could get the governments of the world to honor their agreement or their promises that they made with the people during election time.
Yes.
Because I think that would solve most of the problems in our countries.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking of is that people within their communities should get together, form groups, and this should be done throughout all the parishes in Jamaica then. Get together, form groups, and then create a society for the people in respect of politics and our political issues. We could get like a lawyer, that lawyers with good morals, to pen the different needs that the people need to be carried out, that they know politician will say, okay, yes, we will do this and we will do that, but most time they just make promises and then at the end of the day they don't do it. But when you have these things put on paper in the form of contracts, let the lawyers approach these politicians with these needs from the people, and then they let them sign to it. If they do not fulfill their agreement, then there should be some form of agreement also that if it is not done within a particular time, and they should be given different chances, say 3 chances to carry out their duties. And if it is not done, then their services are no longer required. And it's the same thing for the Prime Minister. If he is not able to fulfill what he can do within a particular time, then he should just leave office and another government take his place.
Right, let me say something there. Yeah. You're proposing community discussion group.
Yes.
And the community discussion group will identify community concerns, not just problems, concerns and interests.
Yes.
And whoever is campaigning in your community, trying to get a seat for your community and other places, because each constituency involves a space that your community is only a part of that space, right?
Yes.
So anyone campaigning for and depending on the votes of your community to get representation of a larger constituency must meet with your community group.
Yes.
And we come to some agreement about what we require from anybody who want to win.
Exactly.
That person we're running and campaigning to win in your area can either reject and say, boy, I'm not going to promise you that I will do those things. But usually if them wise or if them crooked, both if them wise, them will agree or they will come to some agreement. And if them crooked, that means that them not going to do it, but them only going to fool you up. Them still going to pretend to agree.
Yes.
If and when them win, whether your community or people in your community vote for them or not, if and when them win, whoever win, regardless of who win, you watch them performance and see if them are disregard the demands that your community did make.
Yes.
And if you see that them disregarding it or ignoring it, you make contact with them.
Yes.
So your community group must always have some people who are responsible for communication, make contact with such a MP or a councillor and say, a year and a half passed and the council office is only for 3 years. You don't respond to that yet. What you're up to, right?
Yes, sir.
And if them continue ignore or them not answer you, as I say, after the second demand, you know, going to go press for them move from there.
Exactly.
Apart from pressing for them move from there and warning you should also be in contact with other communities in that constituency.
Yes.
When you're in contact with other other committees in that constituency, in other communities, and you aware of them breaking promise, but the community not so aware because them not so sharp, are you going to alert the other communities?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to keep in...
This has to be, it has to be a cooperative, Everybody has
Exactly, but hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It has to be a cooperative, but it has to start in one community.
Yes.
Then you get the idea spread.
Yes, sir.
So if you see the other community not as alert as your own, or if them even as alert, you make sure contact the other communities that in that constituency and point out to them, say, see the MP and the council, they're ignoring the whole away now.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore, your community should set an example. Your group should set an example. And if nobody knows set the example, you in your group should be the one always insisting on the example. Say, our community organization not supposed to bear allegiance to none of the candidate or none of the party.
Yes.
Because if the community discussion group dominated by people from a certain party, or a certain candidate, them not going to be representing the community first.
Exactly.
So you're going to be in contact with other communities and alerting them, and it's going to turn into an alliance of various community groups, not true?
Yes, sir.
And after the second time when you are one such a MP, so them now pay attention to the constituency requirements where we did agree upon. After that, you're supposed to knock heads with the other constituency group, with the other community group. They want to say, can we not find 10 people in our constituency? Come bitch me. Now would be getting politically educated,
Yes.
And it would be getting politically mature.
Exactly.
That it would be preparing not one person now say can represent, but say this a big constituency like this, we must can find 5 women where any one of them could be a good MP or a councillor, and 5 men where any one of them would be a good constituent councillor, for sure that we must can produce 10 people, any one of which would be better than this guy.
Exactly.
And if we want to start to move like that and a movement like that start to spread, don't the people in each constituency go have a kind of person where suit them more than this party person?
Yes.
I talk long for your time, you go and talk now.
So, no, man, you're saying the right thing. So, so because, them always say a promise is a comfort to a fool.
Yes,
and politicians keep on making promises and not fulfilling them.
Yes.
But when you put them on legal documents and
you put on the date. Remember, any documentation is only worth a fraction of the value if it don't have on the date,
Yes.
If you discover how to cure common cold, and you not write down the day when you did finish the discovery, that cure not going to have as great a value as if you remember when you did invent it,
Yes.
Any document you do must have on date.
Yes. Yes. It has to be dated and they must sign your signature. And I think a lawyer with good moral should be maybe represent the person, the people. You understand?
Represent the people at what? In what?
When they are making these negotiations with these politicians, like you could have like a group of lawyers who would be able to make to create the document then and have all these requirements on the document. And
my advice would be get legal advice.
Yes.
But my advice would not be to attach yourself to any profession or any individual. My advice would be to you along with the community committee start to be a study group and start to study that same law. Study all law of law, You study those areas of law that touch upon civil rights and civics and community and constituency. And you gradually have a school, your community group now going to become a school where you start to teach the necessary and relevant knowledge and skills were pertain to self-management of community. I advise you don't attach on yourself to no one lawyer or no one doctor or anyone of no any profession, whether it's a pit digger or is a bus driver. No one bus driver, so you have to put your trust in or no one taxi man.
That is true. That is true. The community can do it.
But the expertise we are talking about, yes, it is good to get it. You can get the lawyer to start teach the community about the law. But if you go rely upon one lawyer or one doctor or any one person, I don't think. I think it's better the community take on the task of teaching themselves these things, because any community can teach itself first to read and write.
Yeah.
And if you watch one another house, and all of them things, the basic knowledge. We don't need a security company. We don't need to hire a security company to come watch the community. You know? We can learn how to do these things ourselves. And every community must demand to get a JP appointed by the government who come from the community, not from the damn blasted PNP or JLP in the community.
Okay.
Every community must have them set a JP, more than one too.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're on the right track, man. Yes, I can. You're on the right track.
Yeah. So with these things implemented, that people get proactive and start doing these things, we can only have a better country.
Yes. Hold on, man. What the word proactive mean?
Proactive meaning meaning you have this ability to take action. Take action even before it is even needed or necessary. But you know it's like an early stage.
Yeah, not even before it's necessary. You're right. Proactive.
Yes.
You could have pronounced it pre-active.
Yes.
You're active before it become critical, not before it become necessary. No.
Yes.
Before it become critical or dangerous.
Yes.
You take action before it reach emergency.
Yes.
You don't know.
Yes.
Miss Thompson at the race yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She going to get better coaching next time. And she going to get proactive that even though when you turn your head sideways, it slow you down little. So you don't want to turn your head sideways 2 yards from the tape. You're going to turn your head sideways 10 yards from the tape.
Yes.
And when you see the person, them a creep up on you, you have enough time for burst again.
Yes.
But when you only are going to look sideways 2 yards from the tape, that time it's late. That time you're active, but you wasn't proactive or preactive. But when you're preactive, you don't wait till the last minute. You don't wait until it becomes necessary. You don't wait till it becomes critical.
Yes.
You do it when it's necessary. Before.
Yes. Yes. So this is the kind of stance we need to take, and we can only see better results.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr.
And hold on, mothering.
Yeah.
Both the action of mothering, the service of mothering in the home, or in the school, or in the community, and the action of bearing a child.
Yeah.
Prepare females to have this kind of mindset that you have.
Okay.
More than males are not as prepared as you to have this kind of mindset.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, ma'am, and that is why now you know about the hold back and be shy and go on like say, boy, this man is the head, We just come here to be secretary.
Yeah.
You know? Or pastor is the head. We only come to be on the choir. Or if pastor want to, if he fix up some food, we fix up some food. And if pastor want to rub against somebody, we don't bother tell nobody, say, pastor rub it the wrong way.
Yes. Yes. So
I run my mouth pan pastor,
people who are listening will take heed, or else it's just going to be the same thing all over again.
What a wonderful concept, taking heed.
Yes.
You have 2 words, come off of your ears,
Yes.
One word named hear, and it's a 4-letter word, and the other one named heed.
Yeah.
What is the difference between hear and heed?
Hear and heed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, as I said, hear coming from your body,
No, hear coming from hearing. What is the difference between what is the difference between hear and heed? I hear you and I heed you. What's the difference?
Okay. Well, when you hear someone, you actually can understand what the person is saying. You hear and you understand, but when you take heed now, you're gonna take action to what you understand from what the person said.
Yes, you either take action or stop action. If somebody say, mind yourself, otherwise the finger going to get cut off. You mind yourself and you stop from doing a finger for cut off. Or if you take heed and say, put your finger in the hole, else the place going to get flooded by the water. We are dripping little. You heed, you take heed.
Yes.
Yeah, so and the two of them come off of the ears, the word come off of ears, hear and heed.
Yes.
But here, you can all hear and no understand that. You must understand and hear because you nobody care, But if you care, if you hear something, if you care for yourself, and you hear something and don't understand, you're going to find out. And what that me hear little while? You in your yard, and you hear something ball out, and you say, oh, what that me hear? I wonder if my girl next door enjoy herself. Or I wonder if somebody cut her throat. So since you're not sure, you're going to find out is what you're hearing, what it mean.
Yes. Yes.
It's lovely getting this phone call from you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Small.
Yes, man. Look out for your work on the thing and your community committee there.
Yes.
If you go and build same like how me see I build your mind.
Yes.
Your community organization going to go be an example to others.
Yes.
And you're going to visit the other one them from time to time because when communities visit one another, that is beautiful too,
Yes.
Then become a network.
Yes, that's it.
Then become a network and no politician can fall through that the net. Nobody who mean the community any harm can fall through that net. Not even the baddest set of gunman can escape that net.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for the call, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Small. Bye.
All the best, Grace.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice.
Okay, Mr. Small. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Next one again. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Jerry, good morning.
Well, afternoon now. Where they Australia?
No, they're in Kingston City, that's why
I drive man about afternoon.
See him someone. Greetings to you, man. Love how you country lady a while ago.
I tax him on this? I tax him on this?
No, man.
Oh, you have a tax man call so. Eh?
New caller this man. I call
all right.
For some people at St. Elizabeth. Then.
Which part of St. Elizabeth?
One local community named Slipe.
Name what?
Slipe.
Where they near to?
Behind Black River near to Lacova. You turn off at Lacova.
Me know it, man. Slipe.
Yep. You want you come at Slipe?
Yeah, man. Me know Slipe, man. And before you turn off, you have all Carrie's book about the place, too.
Oh, Carrie's book. When you go up at Tombstone gas station and turn, right?
Yes, man.
Now I go up.
I have all you have all the mountain. The wet name again, Park Mountain.
Park Mountain. That's when you left Santa Cruz and go down a bit.
Yeah, man. Cool. Now, say they're Slipe.
Yes, man. So I Slipe, man. As I tell you, say. We have one MP down there named Mr. Flight Green.
Yes.
I might done for place.
Are they done?
Me I tell you I might done, man, but me I tell you same treat like people like him might done a van.
Oh.
Man, me I tell you say, the man start one little piece of road about 2 months ago. And the man fix about the length of 3 km.
Yeah.
Out of 2 mile of road.
Yeah.
And left the rest of it and gone with all I'm equipment right now. Right now, that kick him out of the community right now, Mr. Flight Green.
Yeah.
Now we can't believe they a top man like that a cheat we in our community, so.
Yeah, because him start out good, and people that look at him say, boy, this look like a future leader.
Right, Mr. When they come like who they want to see Mr. Flight Green. The only time people want to see Mr. Flight Green is when him turn up on a party. Because when him come on a party shot.
Or the party, you mean liquor shot?
Liquor shot.
That's why I'm say shower labor rights in our no movement there.
Yeah, man. Well, me I tell you, out of the whole Southwest St. Elizabeth, me think like get the worst treatment. I like Mr. Fly Green looking at himself and turn things around and make better come out of the community. Because when him come there, everybody after.
Yeah. Now,
no matter.
In the meantime, waiting for him to turn around. What you going to do in the meantime?
You know, I just take some words out of what I tell the lady just now. We go get some people out of the community and see who maybe can come end up in the leadership seat.
Yeah, but the first thing you do, farm up the committee first before you start look for them people. You farm up the committee first and start to teach one another by studying together what really are going. And you get some paper and everything you write down, everything you find out, you write it down on the paper before you start pick the people them. You start educating yourself how politics really run and what the community need. And you make a list of what the community require and write down on paper and put down the date. And you have them agreement there. And then you start check what them do, if them do what you want them to do. And you write down same only do 3 mile road and stop. And you keep a record of everything. You keep a record of the good and you keep a record of the bad. And you start training yourself because when you start keep record, you know, training yourself to control your community, you know.
Which is right.
Now after a while she say, we should get a lawyer who will advise we about what to be done, this and that and that. Suppose you get a lawyer like Fly Green now, what go happen?
Lord have mercy, please smash up.
So therefore, getting a lawyer alone is not a guarantee. But you could get a lawyer. You could get a lawyer for start teach the community organization some little things about law that pertain to politics and constituency and service and local government. That lawyer could be a trainer for you know. But if you go rely upon a lawyer or any profession, it would be better for the people start to learn a little bit about law and a little bit about construction, a little bit about all of the different things about community. More than to start rely upon a one professional. I tell you, if you start to rely upon a one professional, especially if them don't come from your community, you're going to be in danger of being spun around by that one professional, not special lawyer. Any professional, anybody at all who you regard as an expert, relying upon them alone, they themselves going to be tempted to tie up around them little finger.
Right.
But you can rely on them to teach you about the law.
Yeah, man.
Them can be a tutor on one evening every week. Them come in for 2 hours and start giving us some little basic talk about what is the law of local government? What is the law of taxes? What is the law of squatting? Where if you live at a place 12 years and nobody no move you. And them say them own the land, but them not pay the tax. You can go and pay the tax. And then you will get the land because the government will say them never business about the land and them wasn't paying no tax neither. And the lawyer can teach them things the little. All those things that pertain to constituency. What is the law about garbage collection? You know?
Right. Yeah. Yes, Bongo. Yeah, man. Respect for teach me and educate right now, because what you say there, that's the right thing. It's like what the people at Life used to do. They usually go to lock over the main road and block the main road with them body. And prevent other vehicles from move around and go do them business. And them days are kind of cut out, you know. So
yes, what you are saying and what the lady is saying, you want additional ways of defending yourself and represent yourself. Not just by a roadblock. So as I said, you want to improve on our abilities and improve on our relationship with one another. And improve on our phone contact. Everybody if you have phone, one another number. And night time. Out of the 30 of the owner, you must have 5 who can stay up tonight, 5 stay up tomorrow night, and 5 stay up every night of the week. Any suspicious movement with people that thief, crop, or animal, you get things under control. The man them could have bad liquor more and have gun liquor more. If you organize yourself properly, you put a stop to it and you catch them and make we get to know. Because the same one that teach in the same one that thief in St. Elizabeth. I see one a thief in a Trillan, you know, sometime, you know. So when you alert the public about, so we catch them, boy. Yeah,
man.
And we're going to find out more about them.
Yeah.
We're going to find out where them come from. If them come from town, we take a little one trip quietly, 2 or 4 hours, we take a little one trip, come back into them community and buy 2 drink and get to find out about them. Because some other guy in them community, maybe the butcher or somebody else, know about what them a do and I take off the things off of them too. And we can find out everything and we can pull every knot and tie every rope too.
Every knot.
Little by little.
Little by little.
And no prime minister, from the prime minister down to the man who collect garbage and not drive down the street and collect garbage. None of them can get too far before we find them out. None of them.
Yes, Bongo, respect. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I might look a piece of Bongo, respect. And before any action start, take a walk like green or any and I'm listening here and drop himself and do something for people as life, because them not require too much.
Well, all right. Well, get a notebook. Meanwhile, yeah, I call out to him. Get a notebook and write down. Say they make the call today. Today is the 20th of July. Write down in your notebook and make the call and watch Flight Green closely.
All right, Bongo.
And if me come ask you if you trust me, watch me closely too.
Definitely.
But I take no friend thing feed. And I say Jerry cool. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Bongo.
Thank you. We have more? All right, we have some live chat here. Pablo of Music says Morris Cargill advised Jamaica in the 30s and again in the 70s to legalize ganja and tax system like Cayman. All Jamaica money problem solved, Irie. Okay. Sister D said that was an extortion and murder we commit in a Kingston. Oh, the extortion police them. The 2 police in a custody and the next one run gone to Florida. Oh, 3 policemen go find a man with some ganja somewhere up in a Red Hills and them take $15,000 off of him. Little more now them a consider say look like him have to do ganja business, so the little $15,000 him can pay more. Them tell him say we want 150,000 or 10 times the amount. And the man probably not give them. Them go back into the community, go murder the man and run down him wife, murder she to she run through a back door and jump over a fence and get away. And 2 of the police get held by other police were clean, because you have clean police, you know. 2 of the police get held by other police were clean. 1 get away, and him did have him passport and him visa ready. The clean police find out say him in America, but America government know him there and back him up in a one hole. And them go throw some tear gas in the hole, make him run community, and them expect them to come back to Jamaica under extradition. Good afternoon, welcome.
Greetings, Bongo Jerry.
Wagwan, man.
In my long time, in a short there, but
how it is?
You know,
I'm a regular. Eh?
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, man.
May I say, me hear the advice I get a previous caller plus the woman.
Yeah.
A good advice, community advice, you know. And I think if those advice implemented, it can be very, very effective.
It's a start. It's a start. Like how athlete got trained. What a start. What a beautiful start. That don't mean start a race, you know. What a beautiful start of the training. This thing is going to go well.
Definitely. But regarding Pile Green, I think he needs to resign and leave, you know, because, you know, we know him resign one time and, you know, the party basically dropping back in the...
We make him worse. That make him worse. Him do nastiness. He was well regarded and respected. It get exposed to him do nastiness. Wholeness make him get worse. Wholeness spoil him. And it get worse. It must get worse.
Exactly. So the community of St. Elizabeth, and as the young man said, come and dance, shot and everything, and then as you rightly say, it get worse and it show in him work in terms of the road. It's a style thing that imagine the people them.
The money where we fix the road, I eat to buy the liquor the dance.
Praise the Lord. So you may say no, Jerry, on a different note now, Jim.
Yeah.
As it relates to on the previous program, the early morning program, me I call and say like them have legislation apart. If a man cuss bad word, like if it's a taxi man or a bus man, him cuss a bad word one of the transport authority personnel, them have planned to charge him much money. I mean,
Not bad word, you know. You don't even have a cuss bad word. You don't even have a cuss bad word. From you start, cuss them. Not no bad word.
Yes.
Once you cuss them, you are liable to be charged up to $500,000. Or if the judge feel like put you in prison, you can go to prison for 6 months.
So how come the legislation the pass and the legislation no pass? I now ask a full question. I draw about that question there because a man like Pride Green and the Prime Minister and many people in their party, they do so much atrocious things in this country. And none of them not get a lock up, but them want to lock up bus man say everybody know in Jamaica say once somebody some injustice wants with the police or transport authority, man I get vexed and man I want cuss. And and or if you put legislation from people language, you understand? It's a natural thing for cuss a bad word every now and then. Especially when time now go the way it's supposed to go because when me hear what go on in a St. Elizabeth right now, as me hear him say it, I want cut 2 cloth. You see what I say? Because we're tired of it now. And then make people have to get so upset.
Hello, hear this now. Hear this. From ancient time, in every country, you have some charge where to penalize people when you can't get to penalize them any other way. Those named political charge, where you put on people where you did want to fight them down, but them now do nothing for you fight them down. So you put a law there where it easy to frame them and say, see it there? Political charge. So those charges to spite people. Are you there? And not only that, the Transport Authority is one of the agencies like the Firearm Licensing Authority where that is constantly corrupted. Constant corruption is a feature of the Transport Authority. Even up to the other day, a big thing broke out down there. And major, one of the top man them down there must lose him job through some warring amongst the big man them down there. Because that is the nature of these agencies. A lot of people in there to make a money or to run things that help in a way that help them businessman friend. And then the officers in the Transport Authority who have powers to take vehicle off of the road, a lot of them get corrupted because if they can spite you and take things off vehicle off of the road, they can also take our money from you. So don't take your thing off of the road. And a lot of the Transport Authority workers get corrupted also. Some of the lady them more concentrate on how them dress glamorous more than to do the work properly. Yet I meet up a Transport Authority lady in a country already about a year ago or more, where her behavior was beautiful. At the same time, I don't know if she know me. Because sometimes, people might handle you different because them know you or because them feel like handle you different from somebody else. But there's a lot of corruption in government all over the world, but it is plenty more in places like Jamaica, where public officials do things to spite people, and the government, the bigger government, give them more powers how to spite people, and they do it deliberately most of the time. Some more live chat here. More live chat. Sister D say, okay. And she continue. Them arrest the man, then say him for pay 150,000 for drop the case. Him reported to the inspector of a police station and them come kill him in broad daylight. Oh, that's why them come kill him, not because him refuse to pay, but because him reported to the inspector of the Half police station and them come kill him in broad daylight. That's lovely though that him did come report it, even though him lose him life. Him give him life for a cause. Give him life for a cause. But the Half police was aware of this thing. That's why them know who to look for. And that's why them set up and hold to them. And that's why them know so quick so one of them run Ghana foreign. Bob Cosmic say, Many more will have to suffer and to die. Remember, Johnny was by Bob Marley. Woman who laid and cry. And Sister D pointed out that it was last Thursday them arrest him. Them arrest him and I take the money off him and them kill him Friday. Rosie Poole said, Jerry, I would like to build a fence around my property and also put blocks around the driveway. I would build. She tell me what to do. No. If you put blocks around the driveway, you're going to prevent yourself from coming in and come out freely, or anybody else who live there, or your visitor. Not only that, there can be an emergency and you want to come out fast and you see someone put block in your own way. And next time, many times I have spoken quietly to people who are parking on my driveway, and park across the gate, and say, please move from here. Hear them now? I soon move. I just waiting for somebody to come back with the food. I'm in the car. Some of them will get irritable. I'm in the car. I don't park. I'm in the car. I have to show them, say, you can drop dead at any time. A heart attack can take you behind the wheel in the car. And when you're dead, nobody can move the car. Not even police, if police come, can't move the car. And you park in front of my gate. You talk about you in your car. You know when you go drop dead? You couldn't care less. You drop dead or something happen to you, or an accident happen, somebody come ram your car there, and you and the next driver wait till police come measure and say you now move front of my gate and all kind of thing. And you go and put bad manship to me. So, I don't think putting block across the driveway is a good idea, because you're going to be obstructing yourself. I know people do that, People put all kind of block and thing in them driveway so that people not turn in them driveway. But you are inconveniencing yourself. An emergency, that's the main thing you must remember, An emergency can take place and you want to come out of your driveway fast. Or somebody can inside get sick, an ambulance want to come in fast. When them come there, blocking the driveway and all kind of thing. Yeah, I appreciate the suggestion anyway. Yeah. Ras Nimba say, Yellow Bongo, just to say that the Constitution I am referring to is the one bequeathed unto us by our beloved father, Kadamawi Haile Selassie, 937 on August 25th. Oh, you talk about, yes man, that's great. The Ethiopian World Federation Constitution, great. Not the one in 1930, great, thanks. Because I always talk about 3 constitutions that Haile Selassie help him along with other people, help to give to us and set us on an example, say, this is the way to do things. So Johnny Johnson said gerrymandering, yeah, cutting up seat to make you win. Cut up seat in a way, election seat. You cut it in a way that, say you have more voters in this part of the town. You cut off the part of the town that you don't have much voters and you cut the constituency. Ras Nimba say, are you aware of Robert's rules? Yeah, Robert's rules is a set of rules how to properly run meetings and assemblies and organizations in an orderly way, and it is accepted widely in the English-speaking world as a guide how to come to agreement and how to make rules for organization. Robert's rules. The Natal Basco says, Fela Kuti, colonial mentality. It is so. That's a piece of music. I don't know if we can explore that today. Taki Lemko, ever call? All right, let's get to the phone call. Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon, welcome. Anyone there? Sorry, we dropped that one. I sometime I have to respond more promptly to the phone call. Yes. Taki Lemko says, sorry not responding earlier. Oh, not responding earlier. I was away from the system to attend other matters. Okay. Taki Lemko says, we have a call there? Good afternoon and welcome. Afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Jerry.
Go on.
Why am I there? Hey, you turn on the TV there somewhere. Jerry.
Wilson, now where you get picked from?
No, I'm a grandson, man.
No, you have to get son before you get grandson.
I have a son, man. I have a son.
Oh, what you say?
I have a son, yeah. We hear that Merciless dead.
Yeah, Merciless, yeah.
Merciless.
Yeah.
It's from Clarendon, you know?
Yes, me know.
Yeah, man. I want time me used to work on the walk.
Yeah, Merciless used to work a WAF?
Yeah?
Yeah, Merciless used to work a WAF?
Yeah, man. Me used to work on him. Used to work on him. He used to clean the crane them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's a hard working brother, man.
Yeah. You remember one time? You remember one time take a picture side of one private plane?
Who?
Merciless.
No, I don't remember.
Like him just flying on the plane. Look like him must have did pay money and rent a plane. Or...
I see hear about that, but I never.
You hear about him on the plane?
Eh?
You did hear about him on the plane?
Yeah, one time.
So what did he name him did that before him use Merciless?
I don't remember, Jerry. Me just know if I'm both opposite to work down at the Kingston Walk.
Oh.
I used to work with a company called Thames, a contractor company.
What them name?
I used to work with a contractor company named Thames.
Kim?
Them have the contract down there.
Okay.
He's a nice guy. Merchant is a nice guy, man. I know him long time.
Yeah.
Crying on the area, man.
Yeah,
man. You can't play when I music to me.
But I'm have to listen it good enough because some of them man music, them reckless and merciless.
That's true, man.
Almost a stage show, me usually take him in and when him on Bounty Killer clash. I think one time him they take the name Bounty Hunter, you know. But 3 too close to Bounty Killer. Somebody for correct me for no so 3 too close to Bounty Killer. I think him changed it.
Yeah. I'm doing it to his family.
But them say they might investigate now if any foul play with them dead.
I hear that them say it's no foul play.
Yeah, I hear that first and afterward now me I see print about investigate. But you see through a short time hotel, you know short time hotel?
I don't know it, but I see it on the TV.
I say if you ever hear about short time hotel?
No, yeah, short time hotel is a place where a man carry a woman have loving making and everything.
No, where a man carry a woman that is not a woman. You can carry a woman still, you know.
Yeah.
But them must carry a woman that is not them woman.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to stay all night till daylight. Or sometimes they stay all night till daylight still. When you go there about what time you leave?
Come again?
No, I'm not go again. I say, when you go there, what time you leave?
A long time now, I don't go them places. Them kind of come out of my head there now.
Come out of your head?
Yeah.
So you used to go there alone or what?
Eh?
You used to go there alone?
No, man, I used to go there with a girl, you know?
Oh, well, I expect you no boy you go there with, yes.
No. I don't live with them things there.
Yes, but...
Boy, busy, I don't live with that. Obama did with that, not me.
Who? Obama?
Former president.
Yes,
Obama.
yes, but when he is president, you wouldn't run him out, so do. Trade it and go a key man. But 3 man a president again, you cannot run him out on him.
All right, Jerry, take care.
Yeah, man, so you said through all the Viagra thing?
Yeah.
You have plenty woman run left them out of short time hotel through Viagra, you know.
Yeah.
And then now him
All right,
born
take
name
care, my
Merciless.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, which way?
I remember you have a call. But there you lose one time at a bar and say a girl run past, you know, little more we hear say a man dead in the hotel. But I know she killed him with Viagra. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
How you doing, ma'am? Sorry to excuse me. I come spray out the place, them argument.
All right, fair enough. Similar topic, the topic of bad words, Jerry.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I was actually impressed with the creativity of these words.
Yeah?
And one in particular, I heard a lady once, she spread her net on the grass to dry and a dog was interfering with it.
What? She spread her net?
I heard the lady, a dog, was interfering with the net.
Yes.
And then in rebuking the dog, the lady used a bad word as a verb. And I was very impressed.
As a verb?
She said, don't let me argue with the net.
Yes, because that is a legitimate verb, you know.
Yes, it's a legitimate verb, but I thought it was so creative.
Yes.
But later in life, now, on reflection, I now begin to believe that these, like many other things, are creative. Creatures are created by men.
Yes.
Okay, yes. And unfortunately, some of them are very disrespectful to women.
Yes.
Because they refer to intimate parts of a woman.
Yes.
Their period and sanitary napkins.
Yes, unnecessarily with no relevance, and therefore
yes.
is a form of disparagement.
Right, and another contradiction is that when you tell a man to go and do what to his mother, he becomes very furious, like the man with the gun yesterday.
Yeah, Jamaica man don't want you tell him when I went to do where or what.
Right. So my thing, and this thing about period being unclean, I think there's a part of the Old Testament.
Yeah, all them ideas.
Yes.
Well, these ideas, the ideas come from scriptures and all them things, but
yes,
a part of it was well.
Essentially,
eh? Go ahead, ma'am.
They are essentially created by men.
Yeah.
And I am saying that you can't have men creating anything good, but this thing is disrespectful to women.
Most of them.
Yes, most of them are disrespectful. I don't agree with the state to be charging people no wholly for money, but it's not the words themselves; it's the level of disrespect, I think.
Yeah.
Which is offensive, you know.
Yeah. The new regulation where the law is authorizing the state to charge people $500,000 and to lock them up for 6 months. It's not even about bad word, you know. Okay. It's about abusive and calumnious words or speech. So it don't have to actually involve what is recognized as bad word in Jamaican, as long as it's abusive and it is disparaging the character of the person, and them can prove that, you know.
Yeah.
So can you imagine not even cussing bad word, but cussing the person? So go ahead. You know.
But we won't deal too long with the bad word thing. I just wanted to add my bit.
Yeah, just one thing before we cut off that. I never make it trouble when especially some taxi man or some coaster man and some other traffic. When man suggesting to me that I must go and take breastfeeding from my mother.
Yeah.
I reply to them, say, is my mother I always take that from, but who them take it from I want, because them I tell you must go and do that to your mother. But that is a natural thing, but it's because it bring your mother in the argument why it's so aggravating, you know.
Right,
let me go left that behind.
That is true. But it is just disparaging and disgusting, and quite frankly, we shouldn't accept or tolerate. I'm saying the next thing. I just want to add my bit to commending these females.
Which one?
For bringing some good news to Jamaica. Because
the runners.
Too many good news nowadays.
Yeah.
And to look behind the glory and all the, the feelings of effervescence and so on, and to see that these women, they work hard, they're disciplined, they go through adversity, and they use their adversity and make even greater strides. Yes. And I think those things are very, very admirable. And I just wanted to add my bit to commend and congratulate them.
And they are almost invariably from what is called the inner city or the slum, either from the inner city or from the rural Jamaica. Like Shelly-Ann is from one of the most celebrated inner city area. And she explained one time, I think it's either she or her mother explained that when she come off of the bus or the taxi and for go reach down her yard, she have to be passing through a whole heap of man reaching out to touch her or want to confine her and want to go worse. And she have to make one sprint straight from all 1/3 of a mile up the road, pass them and keep her head straight and have her book them clutched to her chest. So that spirit of fight or flee.
Discipline.
You can either fight or flee.
Yeah.
And both of them is part of the same repertoire. And yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is so true. But the other thing, Jerry, is that lost me.
Yes, but as I say, most of the athletes are from either the inner city or from the country.
Yes. I'm saying that is the base of a lot, or probably the majority of creativity in Jamaica. The music, all of those things. That's where it's coming from. Yeah. It's not coming from some politician who travels here, there, and everywhere.
Or from or from the privileged people. Now and again.
Precisely.
Now and again.
Now and again they join. Yeah.
Yeah, now and again privilege produce some exemplary performance and lifestyle and behavior. But out of the hard situation, we find far more fine gold out of the hard situation.
They say it's good for character building.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I'm talking to you in a car park. No, it's a dangerous place. Right across from KPH.
Yes.
Right across from KPH.
Yes.
And I remember, I don't know much about these places, but I was told that I was born in Kingston, Jubilee, so it's nearby.
Right on, so in the shadow.
There's a landmark. Okay then, Jerry.
Thank you very much for your call here, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
And look, you know?
Yeah.
I might as well warn you from now. Tomorrow night, is I night or evening the 200 ladies are run?
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Watch that. It's the only good news in town, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
Pass that up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I saw there was another
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Don't be surprised, not only if you get the 1, 2, 3, but if you get more than one of them excelling the present world record.
Okay, yeah.
Because more than one of them, or maybe the 3 of them are capable.
Yeah.
Of
and
running.
Then after that, the relay.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is another possible world record.
Yes, good news. And
but another good news is the man will drive up and see the robber them and rob the woman up in a Seymour Avenue. And put on one pan him back with him gun and rescue the lady and the other one run gone. License firearm holder, nice.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
There's good news out there.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
To get stuff more. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Next call. Yes, we have some more live chat. Takilemko say, the solution are just simple if government rather than political campaign and apply the fundamentals of such in children, self-image and I am advising don't rely on government to applying these good fundamentals to children. Don't rely on government or don't rely on the school system. We, more than the school system, can and are likely to implement these things. I don't campaign for Marcus Garvey to be taught in the school. Them talk about him, but I'm not really teach him. We have to do these. All of the vital teaching have to be homeschooling, community schooling. We have a call? Have any call? Yes. So, next Takelemkwa. In continuing respect, others of similar kind without negative issues of suspicion of sorts, rather find a way to work together. Bob Cosmic said, Fela Kuti is a Nigerian mixture of John Coltrane and Bob Marley, musical revolutionary. Sister D said, I need to find and focus with bind I together more than what separate I. This separation of I actions will stop progress, this needed remedy. Takilemko said the heat started to turn up over in New Jersey. Still low 93 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot, man. That's hot. Yes. Marcus would have to put on the jacket and tie. Oh, yes. Yes. By this time, Marcus likely would have do that, you know. Takilemko say, the government no serious them still are pretty talk, just campaigning and not tackling the problem at the roots, where the damage of history proves. And yeah, man, Takilemko continue. With the present climatic condition, food shortages and the expensive thereof are on the rise. Yeah, we can expect that. Yeah, man. Yes, we have a call. Let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon and welcome.
Jerry.
Well, go on.
Man, at the end that lady was talking.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was listening to a talk show on another station.
Yeah.
And the lady said she go down the walk. Down a Montego Bay.
Yeah.
And a man called to her and asked her for her number.
Yes.
And after she at her home, the man send his technical on a picture on her phone.
Him send a picture of it.
Yeah. So the moderator tell the lady that him can lock up the man for that.
Him can lock up the man. Which him?
She can lock up the man for that. I tell him it's take on her phone.
Him not send it. Him send a picture.
Yeah, send
Him
a picture.
Him WhatsApp the testicle.
Yeah. I tell it to her phone.
Yeah.
And she says she's not looking at the man.
Yeah. So she can lock him up for that.
Yeah. The person who she was talking is the attorney. And the attorney said she can lock him up for that. That's against the law.
Yes. So you have to be careful, you know, Wilson.
Yeah.
You know that, though?
Well, you have to be careful. In any way you go in this country today.
Yeah, but you better go and
both
send.
with man and woman.
Yeah, you have to send credit, but not try send no picture to no send no selfie. And that you never do?
Jerry, come on.
And that you was going to?
7 minutes to 2 now.
7 minutes to 2. And that you was going to?
Eh?
And that you was going to?
No, man. I'm telling you the time. It's 7 minutes to 2 o'clock.
Well, you say yourself you have no beach appearance.
Come again.
Yourself you have no beach appearance.
Where you call selfie?
Selfie, man, when you take picture of yourself with your phone.
Oh.
And send go show people.
Me not do them thing there, man. Me not do them thing there.
Because,
a madman do them thing there, man.
Are you not mad again?
No, sir, I'm not mad.
All right.
God.
All right, live up.
Yeah, man, take care, my brother.
We have any more? Yeah, next one. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sir Jerry.
Well, go on.
Why, I don't call to have a discussion. In time, I have a discussion with the next time.
What, my virgin? Are you man?
It have to be at a bar. we too radical to have discussion over public radio.
Yeah.
National radio, you know? So we have it at a bar. What I call today is just, I'm going to call you another time. We'll talk about like products, you know, like manure cassava products.
What you say?
But that's another time we talk about that. What I call it today is just have to play a song for me.
Yeah.
So we're going on Prodigy. Yeah, that song there.
Wait say. What name?
Police Cancel Operation.
Oh yeah, man, I love it. I played about a week ago or two.
Yeah. But based on what going on there right now,
yes.
You hear the evening news, they are going on West, the whole heap of things.
I tell you, man.
You know? So, I just want to play a Prodigy song. That give you a picture.
Yes.
It's not only Bob Marley alone
was a Prodigy. Not only Bob was a Prodigy.
Right, Bob. This guy a Prodigy, him a ball out, man.
Yeah. And you know why them call him Prodigy? Well, one of the reasons. His mother is a well-known reggae artist, you know.
Oh, okay.
I think Alana Bennett. I think she's a lawyer too.
Oh, I didn't.
You remember Alana Bennett?
Yes, I know her, man.
Yes, his mother, I know, as far as I remember.
Yes. But I don't know that song with him right, boy. It's
terrific, man, terrific.
Right now.
And him have a style all his own.
Yes.
Him not sound like nobody else. Him just unique.
Unique style, yeah, man. But him give me a picture of what go on in Jamaica now, a whole party need to change and, you know.
Yeah, man,
but that is like you know, just like what Bob would do, in type of song.
Yeah, man, sum up, it hit the nail on it. And as you know, Bob Marley writes some of these great songs, and some other people write some of them for him.
Right. So, I will call you another time later on in the year, we'll talk.
Yeah, man, Good to hear you, Good to hear you.
Cool.
I wonder if we can find it. Police cancel operation. Prodigy. A Prodigy? No Prodigy? Yeah, man. We have no more call? We don't have no more call. We just have enough time to play that music there. All right. Thank you very much. Well, unless I don't finish the live chat, I really wanted to finish it, but so it is sometime what? Coffee and sometime tea. Thank you very much. Let's go with Prodigy. Not ready? Yes, maybe we could wait. All right, let's go.
garden. Enough drugs, money they a cherry garden. Enough individual society applauding. You can ask anybody where them get them starting. But no politician take a donation. So no criminal will never see a station. Never see a cell, not even a courthouse. But every Sunday we see them take a boat out. North Coast Resort and car dealership. The construction company, them just don't legit. Usually wash the money, turn it round and hide it. When the kickback them come in, the government delighted. So police cancel operation. Cause no real bad man a go station. Now if you check his situation, a blood money running nation. Come take a look in a Jamaica. Injustice in the place now. If what you see no really face you, then you are the problem what we face now. Was about to buy a next 60 now. Maybe then I never have to be a prisoner. Maybe then I coulda not turned in my firearm. Police couldn't come remand, come me like me run an army. Was about to be a politician too. Maybe then I coulda make any decision. Look, maybe then I make 100 million disappear. Then me act like me no care what you brought me back in there. Because this sad reality. In a Jamaica say your status or your salary. Man the road a carry one whole heap of felony. But them have a family, a boost up the economy. So, police cancel operation. Cause no real bad man a go station. Now if you check his situation, a blood money running nation. Come take a look in a Jamaica. Injustice in the place now. If what you see no really face you, then you are the is out of many, but one set of people feeling it. How that real society you agree to this? Things are revealed, the garbage, the machine spit. No smoke screen, a river and no conceal it. Now the system failing, the gap a get wider. A matter of time before a total divide ya. You cross the line, man, drop quick to remind you if you build it on crime.